Hello, hockey fanatics, and welcome to Mercyhurst College. Here at the Mercyhurst Ice Center, we're about to see the Mercyhurst Lakers take on division rival Niagara University. I'm David Stearns, and along with me is John Baranowski. Tonight, John, we have quite an exciting divisional matchup as both teams are 3-0 within the Eastern Collegiate Hockey League play. Though Niagara has a dominating record of 10-1, the Lakers only have a 5-3-3 record. What do you think is going to come out of tonight's game?
Well, it's going to be a tough game no matter what, because Niagara is a very, very good team. So we're going to have to wait and see if Mercyhurst can rise to the challenge, if they are mentally and physically prepared for this game. They'll just have to come out firing and really play, or else they're going to fall flat.
Now we have a very tough matchup here as we have Matt Warren, who's leading the league in points with 35 points, but he is the leader in goals. But right behind him is David DiMizio, who has 32 points with 14 goals, and he is just looking stellar for this Niagara University Purple Eagles team. How do you think it's going to match up, especially the fact that they have a secondary scoring coming out of Eric Schottke? They have two powerhouse guys versus Matt Warren.
Well, it's going to be very difficult. They've studied it, and they're going to play Warren. I mean, they're going to play hardcore defense on Matt Warren right now. So other players have to step up. The David Gaines, the Leons, the Lizicks. Everyone has to step up and really fill that gap, because they're going to be playing some good defense here. You got to be careful. And as for the other two guys, it's something like 9 goals apiece on the power play. Mercyhurst has to stay out of the box, and they have to play disciplined hockey, or no question about it, it's going to be a loss. So they have to really come out here and play a good game.
So I guess the secret to it all is if Mercyhurst wants to win this game, they got to stay out of the box. Considering the fact, though, that on the other side of the coin, in the power play, they only went 3 for 14 in the last 2 games, and overall in the season, it's looking like their power play is at 10%. And typically, most teams like to be around that 20% percentile, really. But just being that low, how do you think it's going to react tonight with Coach McKinnon trying to keep these guys out of the box and putting their Niagara into the box?
Well, it's going to be interesting. So far, special teams have not been the Lakers' friends. We're going to have to see if, well, first of all, Mercyhurst has to stay out of the box in order to even have an opportunity to be on the power play, or else they're going to be playing a lot of 4-on-4 hockey. And, well, they haven't played that much lately, but, you know, looking back to Oswego and stuff, that was tough. That was real rough on these Lakers. So the power play has to come together and maybe fire some shots from the point. Maybe get a couple of defensemen, you know, trying to step up a little. Do some things that Niagara isn't going to expect. And that's really the only way I think this is going to have a chance of beating this goaltender and beating the coaching.
Now, speaking of goaltending, we have Mike Battaglia, who will be starting for the Niagara University Purple Eagles, and then Robert Kelly starting for the Mercyhurst Lakers. Now, this Mike Battaglia character is looking phenomenal as far as stats go. He has played only 8 games. Coming into his 9th game, he has a 1.74 goals against average. He has 3 shutouts, and he's only allowed 11 goals. Robert Kelly on the other side of the coin with a 4.40 or 4.47 goals against average. Maybe not so much as a competitive goaltender, but I will not go as far to say that because of the fact that he's only played 2 full games at this point.
That's true. There has been a lot of switching off. There's been a lot of goalie shuffling going through here. So, but Battaglia, those numbers don't lie. Something's going on. It's either the defense or he's phenomenal. So Mercyhurst, there's no question about it. Play the good game and you'll win. If anything less, and you'll see less than a win.
Well, the one thing that I did notice off their stat sheet, though, is number 11, Kevin Zola, on defense. He has 5 power play goals. He's got a lot of points in the bank with 11 points on defense. With only 8 games deep into this, or 11 games deep for them, he's got a point a game on defense, and most of them are goals.
That's kind of scary for a defenseman. You don't see that much in this ECHL. So it'll be a very interesting game regardless. Mercyhurst, I'll be saying it all game. Play the good game, you'll get the win. Anything less, you'll get less. Plain and simple, there's not much else to say. In every aspect of this game, Mercyhurst has to play a good game. Goaltending, defenseman, offense, everything has to come together here, or it's going to be a long season.
I hope the intensity is just as intense as it is with me right now, because I know that I've been thinking about this game the entire week, but we'll have to see how it plays out here as we return for the start of the game between Mercyhurst and Niagara University. We'll see you here with the first puck drop of the game. All right, welcome back, everybody, as we're here waiting for the drop of the puck to start off the first period between the Mercyhurst Lakers and the Niagara University Purple Eagles.
To start out, this is the 10th game of the season for the Mercyhurst Lakers.
Yes. Well, 5-3-3, but who's counting? You can't hear me? Oh, you can't hear him. You have the wrong wire in, Johnny. Oh,
no, I had the microphone off. There's a big difference there.
All right. So anyway, it's back into the zone here. Martin trying to curl around, but the puck's stolen here by Niagara. Niagara comes in, shoots, and it goes right into the pads of Robert Kelly.
Already a bunch of quick action for Robert Kelly. Just that opening face-off there, they got a good shot on him. So far, the Lakers are going to play well, so we'll see if this is a testament to the rest of this game.
Well, it should be exciting to see what happens here, but it looks like Robert Kelly's checking his equipment there as the puck kind of lodged itself into the back of his leg, checking to see if the straps are all intact. He's just kind of stretching it out there. I believe he took it off the side. But regardless, he was fine, and he is up on his feet, and here we go for the face-off as Kenny Hunt goes in to take it against Demizio. Or I'm sorry, that's not Demizio, that's actually Jim Kelly, not the quarterback from the Buffalo Bills. Deli loses the puck over, and now Warden scoops in and takes it. Sends it up ice over to Leon. Leon coming over to the red line with Kenny Hunt, 2-on-2. Here comes Leon breaking the zone, passes it up, and shoots! Oh, right into the pads of Battaglia.
And we have the crowd nice and local right now. They're already getting into it.
We have
Big
right
appreciation
next to
to you guys.
Perfect spot right next to us. We get the crowd filler into this huge broadcast, huge game, as it should be mentioned that this game is very important as both teams are undefeated, as we mentioned in the pregame. But here goes Kenny Hunt. Loses the faceoff back there to number 15, Reamers. And here's Hunt in the corner. Hunt taking a look, throws it up front. Nobody there as Leon chases now. As it's kept in by Demizio, passes it back to his defenseman. Swings it around the boards. Here comes Purple Eagles breaking out of the zone. As it goes back to Marty. Marty sends it up. He tries to get it over Leon. Leon fumbles it over, and here comes Schottky. Schottky loses that battle, and he sends it down ice, but now this will be icing, as they say that Ben Odell sent it down the ice. 19:07. Just an early start here in the period as John's getting organized over here.
Of course. John Baranowski here with David Stearns. Stearns here on play-by-play this week. Already doing a fantastic job. 19:07 says the clock.
And here comes the Mercyhurst Lakers trying to break out of the zone. Stepanian up to Henry. Here comes Camlin chasing down here with Henry on the break on 2-on-2. Camlin going to the outside. Camlin takes a look, throws it up front, doesn't have anybody there. As it's intercepted here by Schottky. Schottky carrying it out over the red line. Dekes out one man, that's Stepanian. Comes in, takes a shot. Kelly, pad save off to the side. Schottky putting it back over. I'm sorry, that's actually Demizio. I got to get these two guys straight because they are very important players as Shearer sweeps the puck away from Demizio. Or Schottky, rather. Here comes Stepanian. Stepanian coming up all alone, dumps it in directly on Battaglia, who steers that one aside. Stepanian battling hard there in the corner with Zola as it goes back over to Roth. Roth loses the puck over to Stepanian. Stepanian throws it up front, but nobody's there. As it's dumped in there by Warren. Battaglia steers that one aside. The defense setting up here for Niagara. Sent over to Gleason. Gleason sends it up on the wing. Niagara successfully dumps it in as Deli's in chasing as he has DiMatteo on him. And DiMatteo wins that battle as he controls the puck, but Deli's still fighting hard. Deli trying to work it out of the zone. Gives it up to Gaines. Gaines coming over the red line. Gaines takes a look, gets around one man, gets across. Oh, Battaglia covers it up as Gaines crashing hard to the net.
And already some good back and forth action between Mercyhurst and Niagara University. We'll see if this continues throughout the rest of this game.
The music. All right, here comes a face-off here. As Stefanski wins to draw it back over to Carr. Carr takes a look, drops it back over to Gaines. Gaines taking hard there as he's roughed up there by DiMatteo, but Stefanski comes in and swoops in, takes the puck, but he loses it over to DiMatteo as there's a penalty coming up here, and it looks like it's going against Niagara for holding.
Holding. The penalty in all sports. And now we'll see as he gets 2 minutes to cool his skates.
He just wanted a little love, that's all.
I think he's acting out for attention.
As we have Michael DiMatteo going into the box for holding.
So far, DiMatteo, he has only 8 penalty minutes so far in the year.
And the Lakers win the face-off here. Stefanski trying to get it down low. Trying to set up the power play here. Sends it over to Martin. Martin takes a look, sends it over to Hunt. Hunt back to Martin. Martin looking for the open shooting lane. Takes a shot right on to Battaglia, who covers that one up immediately.
Penalty to Michael DiMatteo, 2 minutes for holding. DiMatteo, 2 minutes for holding at 17:44.
As the fans rightfully point out what I was thinking, but here comes Leon winning the face-off to Stefanski. Stefanski over to Warren. Warren takes a shot and it goes wide. Rebound coming up, And Battaglia reaches out and grabs that one somehow as it came from the back of the net.
1:45 remaining on the power play for the Lakers. 17:30 remaining in the first period of play. We'll wait and we'll see a face-off to the left of the goaltender.
Stefanski going in for the draw. He wins that one cleanly over to Hunt. Hunt over to Marty, over to Warren. Warren takes a shot, and Niagara is calling for an offsides, but they won't get it as it's sent down the ice on the clear with 1:37 left on this power play opportunity for the Lakers. Warren sweeping around as Kelly sets it up for him there. Warren coming up through the blue line, comes up center. Driving home, here he goes. Kenny squeezed through everybody. He gets it down to the corner as he's being attacked hard there by Morrison. As Stefanski reaches in, grabs the puck, takes a look. He's being tied up hard there by number 21, Zola. As it's sent back to Marty. Marty takes a shot and it's deflected wide.
That's exactly what I was talking about, taking those shots from the point.
Here comes Warren trying to put a shot through. Ooh, and it tips off the pad there slightly of Battaglia as Marty pushes it into Leon. Leon can't hold on to it and it's cleared out there by Jim Kelly. Martin sending it up to Warren. Warren dumps it in cleanly as he gets a late body check there by Schottky. Schottky looking a little frustrated here as he's reached his opponent, but now Matt Warren takes down Schottky, and there will be a call here. We're going to go 4-on-4 hockey for the next 42 seconds.
Jeez,
as Matt Warren is at center ice doing a swan dive.
He's asking for diving there. Well, they're not here for a tea party, are they? Jeez.
Learn to skate! Learn to skate! Learn to skate!
What the fans say it all. All right. Maybe not. And here we go with 4-on-4 hockey. Camlin taking the face-off against Schottky. Schottky barely wins that one off, and he's trying to measly it through, but Gaines gets it on the backhand, but it goes up to the point. Here comes a shot right through, deflected. Ben O'Dell can't find it, but Camlin does. As a shot by number 4, who is a mystery man, unless that is 14, Jim Kelly. But regardless, the Lakers dump it in. As Battaglia sends it around the boards. Niagara trying to break out of the zone here. Schottky gets his breakout, deflected by Gaines. Here comes Carr taking out his check on Demizio. A feisty little guy from Niagara Falls, New York. And Camlin's roughed into the boards there by Demizio as Gaines come in and sweeps up, tries to take the puck, but it's being fumbled around left and right. Jim Kelly fights in hard as now we go to 5-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 16 seconds for Niagara as the shot goes a little wide. Power play for Niagara for the next minute and 10 here as they're trying to set it up, and it goes up front. No, they can't get it through. It's number 16, Bobby Durnan, puts it into the corner. Deli chasing down low, trying to tie up his man, loses the battle, but no, he'll win it over to Gaines, who has a tough time getting a hold of that puck as the puck goes back to Kinsella. Kinsella takes a shot and it's blocked there by Gaines. Now O'Dell will send it down the ice with 50 seconds left on this Mercyhurst penalty.
Good play by Ben O'Dell right there. 45 seconds remaining on the penalty.
Kelly sends it in and it goes around the boards to Carmack. Carmack sends it into the corner as it's Claire that's fighting hard there, but he sends it over to his wingmate. Just wrapping around the net here. Taking a look at his options is Kelly. Kelly sends it back. Kelly going through the back door there, but can't get it over to the defenseman as the Lakers almost intercepted, trying to get it out still as the puck will go out of play now. We'll have a stoppage with 20 seconds left on the penalty to Matt Warren. 14:47 left here in the first period. I'm David Stearns, joined by John Baranowski. John, those penalties are coming early.
And it's not a good thing, even though Matt Warren is definitely claiming that the other player was diving. Who knows, maybe they know that the Mercyhurst Lakers are apt to get penalties, and maybe they're trying a little hard.
We have a fight here as the puck finally races out of the Mercyhurst zone slightly up to the red line as it's sent back in by Morrison. Now here's Marty, he sends it up to the boards, tries to get to the Leo, but it's intercepted there by Morrison. Morrison puts it back in, but the penalty will expire here as 3 seconds tick off the clock to Warren. Warren will come out on the ice and help out his team, and here he tries to intercept the pass, but he can't do it as Morrison was there, but he sends it over to Leon. Leon breaking over the line with Stepani, and Leon cutting in, takes a shot, and that goes wide. Here's Miranda keeping it in, tries to send it deep, but it goes off of Niagara player's stick as Leon intercepts, tries to control it, but he can't do that as number 15, Rainers, comes up hard and he loses control of it. So Lakers dump it back in. Battaglia back, leaves it over there to Morrison. Morrison taking a look at his options as Leon's putting on hard pressure. Won't go that side as Niagara can't clear it out again as it bounced off Stefanski, but here comes another attempt to get it out of the zone. As it's dumped in there by Rainers. Goes into the corner but intercepted by Gaines. Gaines trying to take a look at what his options are, but he can't take any time there to think as he gets bumped off the puck, but now Matt Warren will scoop up the rebound, send it down the ice. Will it make it for icing? Barely it will, and it'll come back 13:38. And still knotted up at 0. A couple opportunities on both sides.
Well, at least the Lakers have definitely come out here to play. You can tell so far that they are really fighting this game hard. I mean, obviously we have zeros on the board so far, and that's quite a good thing as far as I'm concerned. No news is good news.
What are you talking about? There's not even zeros on the scoreboard.
Okay, so there's zeros in our heads.
There's zeros up there. As it goes back in... Sorry.
They're in our imaginations.
In imagination land. Here we go. Shearer back in it, trying to get it over to Grams. They can't control that as Stefanski sweeps in, takes the puck, goes through the red line as he's being challenged hard there. It looked like a little slash there from Atabakian, but no call as Stefanski takes it in, gives it over to Grams. Grams over to Shearer. Shearer tries to put it in front, can't get it through the traffic. Niagara controlling it then as Shearer pinches in, but Stefanski will wind up, give it over to Gaines, but he can't control it either. Gramza putting it deep over to Gaines. Gaines still fighting hard. Gaines still controlling the puck. Tries to look for someone to drop it off to, but he'll leave it over to the point where Shearer barely keeps it in now. He pops it out of the zone as he's being attacked there by Jenna. Jenna will send it over to Schottky. Schottky coming into the zone. Gramza. Oh, and Niagara will shoot and score as Schottky just beat out Gramza as he weaseled it between his feet. Goes up into the netting. The Niagara University Purple Eagles take an early 1-0 lead with 12:48 left in the first period.
He roofed it. Or depending where you're from, roofed it.
Not so much a good start here for the Lakers as they've seen a power play opportunity kind of cut short there by a questionable call on Matt Warren for hooking. But it's all in the referee's perspective, and he made the call. No referee will back down from a penalty call after maybe a second thought, but here we go. Carr over to Odell. Odell looking, gives it over to Reve. Reve can't control it as it goes back to Odell. Odell tries to send it up to Leon. Leon's a little offside right now as Reve tries to break in, but he's tied up there. Odell taking a look, tries to take it up himself. Throws it up, but it's intercepted there by Carmack. Bumps it off over to Carr. Carr over to Leon. Fighting hard there, and Hunt will pick up, but he can't control it. Leon breaking over, tries to get over to Hunt, but he's checked hard there by Carmack. Schottky gives it over to Demizio. Demizio sending it up to Carmack. Carmack tries to get it deep in the zone as Odell is doing a great job on defense. Reve comes in and helps out, and he checks Carmack into the boards as Niagara can't control the puck, as Kinsella does a good job of keeping it in.
Schottky with the assist coming from number 22, Chris Singleton. Schottky from Singleton at 12:48.
As we hear the announcement there on the goal, here comes the shot here from Carmack. Carmack trying to get on a flurry of shots, trying to get the puck down, and the Lakers will find it, clear it out off the stick of Charlie Reve, the assistant captain, as it goes right on to Battaglia. Battaglia sending it up over to Kinsella. Kinsella sends it up, tries to get it over to Shockey. Shockey can't control it as Marty sends it over to Stepanian. No control. Oh, and Devin Henry gets checked from behind from Mark Cancilla.
That can't be good for your ribcage.
He will get a boarding call here with 11:32 as the Lakers will get yet a second power play opportunity. Let's see if they can generate some offense.
Well, that was anything but Shirley Temple-esque. That was crazy. 11:32 remaining in the first period of play. Niagara Purple Eagles are up 1-0 over the Lakers.
I have a Scottish man behind me with bagpipes. Love it.
Just don't look too low.
Oh, God, he's opening up his
kilt
bag.
and he knows how to use it.
He's opening his bag. All right, here comes Matt Warren. Matt Warren through the neutral zone, trying to set things up here. Sends it over to Marty. Marty taking a look. He's getting pressured hard there by Anthony Clare. Jim Kelly jumped up and hit Pat Leone. But here comes Hunt. Hunt over to Warren. Warren shoots it wide. There's a lot of pressure there from Morrison. Puck trying to be kept in there by Marty. He does so as a pinch from Clare came along, and Marty takes a shot and it goes wide.
He's officially the hardest hitting Jim Kelly.
And here comes Stefanski. Stefanski over to Hunt. Hunt takes a shot. It's still loose in front. Battaglia covers it up. As there's a lot of traffic out in front of the net. I'm surprised he even saw that one coming through.
1:23 remaining on the power play. So far the Lakers seem to be doing a pretty good job of keeping it in enemy territory and keeping it on the net.
Definitely a lot of good pressure right now, being 37 seconds into this power play opportunity. The second one, the first one was cut off short, but I definitely see a lot of good things coming from this. We have to outsmart them, especially on power play opportunities, because they already bagged themselves a goal. And I don't believe that was on a power play, but we'll have to see if the Lakers can capitalize here. As Gaines chases it down, he's being pressured there by Reiners, but he sends it over, he tries to take it over to Hunt, and he will finally do so as Hunt takes a look. Hunt sends it over to Warren. Warren takes a shot, goes through, right on, it's loose, and Battaglia will make a glove save. Definitely a great chance there for the Lakers with 1:06 left on the power play opportunity.
Definitely a great opportunity right there. You just got to try to keep firing them hard and hope you get those rebounds. I mean, there's a little bit of one, but goaltender managed to grab it out of the air. And he has such a low goals against average for a reason.
And Stefanski tries to win the draw, but Niagara will pull through and eventually send it down the ice, but not all the way, as Marty will intercept it just outside, or just inside the Lakers zone as Hunt sends it over to Marty. Marty sends it back over to Hunt. Hunt curling through, comes through the neutral zone, comes to the outside, cutting back through the middle. Hunt taking a look, wants to leave it to Gaines. Gaines will take it into the corner, and he'll leave it over to Stefanski. Stefanski taking a look at the point, but he can't get it through on a weak pass, as now the Niagara Purple Eagles will try to take it in off the stick of Finelli. Finelli chasing Warren hard as he's getting his stick up in the midsection. Looks like that should have been a hooking call, but no call as he got the stick up in the midsection of Warren, but Warren will still control the puck. Warren coming around the net behind Kelly, comes up to the neutral zone. He's coming across the line with Camlin and Gaines. And on the other side is Cruz Lizick on the outside, takes a shot. No, Cruz Lizick cannot get a stick on that as Niagara Purple Eagles might have an opportunity here. Coming on the breakaways, number 10, DiMatteo. DiMatteo comes in, takes a shot, pad save there by Robert Kelly as Chris Martin crashes into the net with 8 seconds left on this power play for the Mercyhurst. Quite a scary short-handed opportunity for the Niagara Purple Eagles.
And it's not too often you see a kick save busted out effectively. So big props to Robert Kelly on that one. A bit of an old school move right there.
Yeah, as Marty was chasing hard from behind. I'm surprised he even caught up to him in time, but Robert Kelly saw that shot all the way through.
And he managed to do so without getting a penalty. I think that's the biggest testament right there, because most players would have just hooked him down and taken the 2 minutes.
Usually there we do have penalty calls, but here the Lakers win the faceoff. Lizick loses it over to the Niagara defense as they send it back into the zone, as the penalty will tick off there to Kinsella as it comes out of the box. Halfway through the first period, as Niagara only has a 1-0 lead, but here they come again with a strong attack in their zone. Here comes a shot from Kinsella, goes wide off of Gaines, but rebound will be picked up there. Shockey tries to center front, but he can't do that as Gaines tries to break it out of the zone. He does so successfully as he's coming around one defender, dumps it in the corner. Camlin and Gaines both chasing in there. Gaines tries to drop it out to Camlin, but Camlin was already with him. Now it gets turned over here, and it looks like that is Carmack that'll dump it in. Looks like their top line is Demizio, Schottky, and Carmack, and that is one dangerous line considering that combined they have over 80 points. Or actually exactly 80 points to be precise. As now the Purple Eagles will dump it back into the zone. Carr takes it around the net. Carr taking a look, sends it over to Reve. Reve moving it up with Stepanian and Camlin. Reve still fighting hard, digs it into the zone. Over to Roth. Whoa, and Carr puts in a great body check as Henry can't control the puck as it's stolen now by Atabakian. Atabakian loses control of that over to Reve, or Stepanian rather. So Reve tries to fight hard in there as we have a big scrum in front of the bench, but now it'll be broken loose as Purple Eagles try to dump it in. Carr gets a glove on it, but now Henry will come back and get that puck, send it over to Odell. Odell taking a look at his options, sends it over to Stepanian up the middle, but he can't control it. Comes back in the Lakers zone as the Lakers almost got caught with too many men on the ice, but Kelly will send it around the net over to Henry. Henry loses it. Niagara tries to take a shot, but it goes wide. Here comes Reve. Reve sends it up through the middle, but nobody's there. Definitely offense is not connecting here as it goes back to Gramza. Gramza sends it up to Henry. Henry breaking over the line. Henry takes a shot, and it goes wide as Warren almost got the rebound. Now we have a penalty coming up, and I'm not sure if it's going to Niagara or Mercyhurst. We might have a hooking call on somebody here.
I think that was a penalty. An interference on whoever was holding down Matt Warren right there. He definitely had a little too much of too much love on that one. I'd like to thank our fans for bringing signs. Signs are always welcome in a hockey arena.
And bringing the noise as well.
Bringing the noise and bringing the funk.
Exactly. Bring in the funk as well. I like it.
But I've noticed there has been quite a lot of miscommunication. Just in the corner with David Gaines and I believe it was Kenny Hunt. There's just two men just in one spot fighting over the same piece of land. Mercyhurst has to make sure they're playing an organized game as well as a good game.
This is true as the puck goes back to Marty. Marty will send it over to Gaines. Gaines on the sidewall there. Tries to maneuver it towards the net. Takes a shot and it goes right on to Battaglia, who holds on an easy save. As it's 7:33 left here in the first period, Niagara Purple Eagles are up 1-0. Now Mercyhurst has a great opportunity on the power play as they're seeing their third power play opportunity of the game thus far. As the faceoff's won by Hunt back to Martin. Martin gives it over to Gaines. Gaines trying to look, cycles it back over to, I believe that's Stefanski. Stefanski looking, curls around, tries to take it up to the front, gives it over to Gaines. Gaines takes a look. He still holds on to it, sends it back to the point to Marty. Marty contemplating a shot, gives it back over to Gaines. Gaines sends it over to Hunt. Hunt takes a shot, and it goes Steers wide. As Gaines has the puck again, goes back to Marty. Marty faking a shot, giving it over to Warren. Warren sends it over to Gaines, but that won't connect anywhere and go towards the net as Gaines has to recontrol the puck. Comes in, curls up in front, takes a shot, and goes wide off of a defender there, and I believe that deflected off from Morrison. As the puck will be kept in there by Warren. Warren coming up to the top, takes a shot, and it goes wide.
Warren keeps calling, send it to Martin. So far, nobody's listening.
Well, Hunt will send it over to Warren. Warren sends it back to Hunt. Hunt working with it, gives it over to Warren. Warren fumbles it, and it goes over his stick and out of the zone as there's 55 seconds left in the power play to Mercyhurst as Hunt curls through. Hunt taking it up over the blue line. Hunt tries to bobble it over, gets it through, but it won't go to Camlin as it goes back in the corner as Matt Warren curls in front. He tries to bring it up to someone in front, but he's still got it behind there as it's Morrison that's being tied up. As Warren takes a shot, scores! Matt Warren on the power play with 6:14 left in the first period. This game's all tied up at 1.
Oh, he sends that one skywards and leaves the goalie with his head in the clouds. Oh, man, what a goal!
Woo! I love it as Matt Warren ties this one up on the third power play opportunity for Mercyhurst. What excitement there. I love the way that they control the puck. Got it through over to Warren. Warren with that bad angle shot. Had it up top. Battaglia didn't even know it zipped by him. Unbelievable action there as we have a power play goal finally for Mercyhurst. But now it's kept in there by Carmack. Carmack will lose control of it as it goes back over to Zola. Zola sends it over to Roth. Roth tries to get it across. He does get it back over. As now Niagara U tries to get some sort of offense generated. It's been the Lakers for the past few minutes, especially due to that power play opportunity. Now it's out in the neutral zone, and it goes out of play and almost hits Coach McKinnon, who almost made a glove save, being the former goaltender that he is. I'm going to have to scooch over here so I can get a little better view of the corner as we have fans just packing it in here.
It's a wonderful thing. It's a bit melancholy, though. I mean, it's a bittersweet victory. We got the fans. We also have the sight lines. So.
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's very good. As Gannon Carr takes the puck behind Kelly, comes across, gives it over to Henry. Henry sends it over to Stepanian. Stepanian rushing the blue line as Camlin is slightly offsides as the lineman correctly identified. 5:33 left here in the first period as we're all tied up at 1 as we have a power play goal for Mercyhurst and an even strength goal for Niagara. We'll have to see how this last 5 minutes plays out as we go into the dressing room for the first intermission as Hunt wins it over, dumps it into the zone, but not too far deep in there as it's won over there by Kinsella. Kinsella sends it over to his defensive partner as it goes off the stick of Demizio as it goes down the ice. And it will not be icing as Shearer takes control of the puck. Shearer taking a look, sends it over to Rivet. Rivet holding out of the puck, gives it over to the Hunt, but Hunt can't connect with it as it goes off his skate. Linesmen are calling no icing as Battaglia steps out to take it as Leon tries to get the puck.
24th of the season, scored by number 26, Matt Warren. Assisted by number 17, Kenny Hunt, and number 14, Charlie Rivet. Warren from Hunt and Rivet at 6:14.
As we hear the PA address there by our buddy John Baranowski, as it comes back over to Leon. Leon takes a shot. Wow, and he got hammered down. Oh, I hope he's feeling all right after that one because he looks a little dizzy as he's skating towards the bench. As here Niagara tries to set it up over there to Demizio, which is off the stick of number 16, Dornan. But boy, here comes Demizio curling out in front, tries to go wide and take the shot, but it goes wide off of Kelly. It's being fought hard there in the corner. Graham's digging away. He tries to send it up over to Stefanski. He can't control it as it's kept in there by Morrison. Morrison try to drive it down deep as it's taken by Gleason, but Gleason leaves it over. And here comes a shot now right on by Finelli as Kelly holds on. 4:11 left here in the first period. All night at 1. I'm David Stearns alongside with John Baranowski. I'm loving this environment. This is just like what Coach McKinnon has said it was going to be a playoff atmosphere, and it definitely feels that way right now because this is a battle for first place.
Biggest game of the season so far, and who knows, maybe all season. Mercyhurst really has to fight tough here.
Wow. Oh. Finishing hit there by Mike Miranda, who throws in his winger into the Oh, I'm sorry, that was Chris Martin that threw him into the net. I'm sorry, my eyes are deceiving me, as Mike Miranda is usually the hot-headed defensive player in the backfield.
That player tuned in, and got rocked.
I try to manage myself here with 4 minutes and 8 seconds as the Lakers win back the draw. Miranda clears the zone as it can't be controlled by Reyners, as here comes Matt Warren screaming off the ice, catching up with Morrison, but Battaglio will play it up along the boards as Stefanski keeps it in. Stefanski taking a look, trying to work it back, but he loses it over there to Reyners. As it's taken now by Morrison. Morrison takes a look as he's pressured hard by Gaines, sends it over to Reyners. Reyners back over to Morrison. Morrison sends it up there to Finelli. Finelli tries to set it up there for DiMatteo, but wow, looks like we're going to get ourselves a penalty here as Mike Miranda gets punched back by DiMatteo, who should go to the box as well. Retaliatory. They both better be going here. At 3:39 here in the first period, we're going to have ourselves coincidental minors for roughing, for slashing to Mike Miranda, and a roughing to DiMatteo.
That was actually a new take on the buddy system. As you can see, it still has some kinks to work out.
Buddy!
It's like, hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, you're on the ice. Oh.
As the pair of eights go to the box, we'll have ourselves some 4-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes, leading into about near the end of the first period, as it's 3:39. A little bit of some open ice here as Matt Warren will try to take advantage of that as they send out Gaines with Warren and with Odell and Carr in the backfield. And it looks like the Purple Eagles will come back with Jim Kelly going to take the face-off with Carmack.
He's a tough guy.
And the draws win there by Mercyhurst. Mercyhurst trying to get it out. Odell can't control it as it's taken there by Niagara. Kelly tries to throw it at the net and it goes wide. As Carmack takes it around. Carmack sends it back over to Kelly. Kelly tries to take the off-angle shot and it's popped up front. No! The net's knocked off as we have Gannon Carr throwing down the smack on somebody as Robert Kelly kind of got run over by his semi.
He's not sure where he is after that one. Jeez, what a hit. Goalies have a lot of padding, but there's nothing in the back. So whenever you hit that ice, it hurts.
And it looks like Gannon Carr will get called for that little extra shove there at the end as he took down his guy who was on the ice, which I believe was number 21, Kevin Zola, who was pinching far into the play. I don't know why. So the G unit will go to the box and think about what he did for the next 2 minutes as we're pretty much loaded up here with penalties in the first period.
Pair of 8s and a 5. It's becoming a pretty good poker hit.
As the fans disagree with this as the puck goes over to DiMatteo, who loses it in the corner. DiMatteo still fighting it off. DiMatteo sends it up to Kelly. Kelly leaves it over to his defensive partner as the puck squirts loose as DiMatteo tries to push it in. Kelly holds on.
Dominator.
Flopped around there with errors of Hosek right there. Managed to make the blocker save without the stick. Zone player punched it in afterwards, but that's not going to count. Maybe they'll get Mercyhurst a little bit angrier.
Well, like we said before about his playing style, it's not really a defined style. More of a not-so-pretty goaltending style is what Coach McKinnon has called it, a self-proclaimed ugly style, as also Kelly has identified. But he plays different goaltenders every night. So here we go as Odell sends it out of the zone successfully as the Lakers will be shorthanded 4-on-3 for the next minute and 27 seconds. As Battaglia drops it off there. As now the Purple Eagles will break out of the zone. As Carmack that's not Carmack, that's Schottky. Schottky takes it to the zone. Curling behind the net, takes a look, leaves it over to the point, which is Kelly. Kelly will try to get a shot off, and Matt Warren will block that as it comes over to Carmack. Carmack's shot goes wide. So now we have Schottky trying to get up to the point, but Matt Warren's coming around. Can he get ahead of Carmack? No, he cannot, but wait, he's still catching up there. He's still trying to fight for the puck, but now Matt Warren disagrees and thinks that there should have been a slashing call, but he won't get it. As it comes up to Schottky. And the shot by Schottky
Warren did
goes
have a nice
wide.
little retaliatory. Oh, Warren is upset. He already threw an elbow and a slash.
Now you drop one more.
Now the Purple Eagles are keeping it in here. Here comes Kelly with a shot. Goes over to Claire. Claire sends it up front. Here comes a shot. Right on as Kelly holds on. 2:08 left here in the first period. We're all knotted up at 1.
Matt Warren's upset. He's talking right now with number 14, Jim Kelly. Kelly noted for running the keg on offense here. He runs all his offenses with no huddles.
I think Warren was kind of giving him the smack on how he lost 4 Super Bowls back there, as he is not so giant. not so much a cowboy, but he tried to wrangle up Matt Warren down there in the corner with a nice little hook and slash game. And as we see here, the Lakers will lose the face-off there to Tony Clare. Clare will send it back as a shot, tries to come out in. Oh, what a mask save there by Kelly as Zola tries to take a shot through as Clare looks down, sends it over. Morrison takes a shot and it goes wide. Comes out of the zone here that's Zola chasing and sends it over to his defensive partner as it's cleared him there by Clare. As Morrison and Zola on top there as Gramza tries to clear it out and he can't do so as we're on to 5-on-4 hockey for the next 13 seconds and it comes out of the box. Here it is, Stepani and coming over the line. 1-on-2 takes a shot and it goes wide. So we have 1:30 left here in the first period.
Well, we have ended all the penalties here. We have 5-a-side hockey as it's cleared in and goes down number 13, Kevin Morrison.
All right, as we have the Lakers trying to control some offense as we've come down to the last minute of this period. As Camlin tries to wrangle it up, but he can't do so as it goes back to the Niagara defense. It's put into the zone here. Shearer trying to control it, gives it over to Marty, but it almost gets fumbled there as Reve can't even control the puck. As it's cleared in there by Carmack, as Kelly controls that one behind the net as it goes over to Shearer. Shearer sends it out the ice, and it looks like it's being controlled there by Niagara as that's Cancilia who sends it over. As Miranda tries to put it in. Reve will get a hold of it and send it deep as Battaglia comes out to play it. Drops it off over to Cancilla. Cancilla takes a look, tries to send it up. Reve almost intercepts what Camlin does. Camlin curling around, tries to get over to Hunt, but he can't get it to him as Camlin keeps it in right on the blue line as he gets a soft check there by Demisio. Now Reve trying to work it up front, gives it over to Camlin. Camlin with a shot and it goes wide. It's Camlin fighting hard to get his own rebound, but now it's picked up by Demisio, but Demisio's taken up by Reve. Reve sends it up front to Kenny Hunt. Kenny Hunt takes a shot and it goes off the defender. Reve sends it back to the point over to Odell. Odell takes a shot and it's lofted into the air, goes into the corner with 8 seconds left, and it's going to tick down here. Will Niagara eat out the clock? And they probably will as it comes down to 2 seconds. 1, and we will see the end of the first period, all tied up at 1. We will see you right back here with the intermission report right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We're here with the first intermission report as we're sitting here deadlocked, tied 1-1 as Mercyhurst got themselves a power play goal halfway through, or a little over halfway through. What do you think so far, what you're seeing out there?
It's a solid game so far. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. Sure, we've been in the box a few times, but that happens throughout the course of a game, and some of those calls are relatively questionable. So it was a great effort on all sides, and the Lakers are coming out and playing a good game. This is exactly what I've been talking about. They're solid out there, and I love it.
All right, well, the second period should be very promising as we see that both sides are playing dedicated hockey. We'll have to wait and see how it progresses. I guess that's all we have to say for now because it's just unexpected how this game's going to turn out.
It's all up in the air right now, and a big thanks to our crowd for helping us out with this intermission report.
Thanks, guys, and we will see you back here for the drop of the puck for the second period right after this. All right, welcome back. We're here waiting for the drop of the puck for the second period as we have the Niagara Purple Eagles standing over at their bench, huddling up, trying to figure out how to solve the Mercyhurst Lakers problem. It's like the Lakers are the nuisance that won't go away, considering the fact that Niagara was up 1-0, and the Lakers came back with a nice power play goal from Matt Warren.
Well, the Lakers tend to get behind an awful lot. They end up coming back, like Syracuse, at Syracuse. I believe Oswego we were down to. So we tend to do well with that situation. We tend to like the pressure. Maybe this is exactly what the Lakers need.
As Warren tries to dipsy-daddle it around, but he can't get it through, as that's Chayo Mastro. I didn't hear his name all day. Well, actually, I didn't even say his name all day. As he tries to work up to the front, but he can't get it through. As Stefanski's breaking out of the zone. Stefanski's got Warren on the left. Stefanski takes a shot, winds up. Oh, glove save there by Battaglia.
That was either a great glove save or the worst attempted ballet I've ever seen. 19:38 remaining in the second period of play, all knotted up at 1 here at Mercyhurst College. We wait for the face-off.
Stefanski wins the draw back over to Carr. Carr tries to get over to Gaines, but he can't control that. But now Stefanski tries to pick it up, but Niagara will come successful as they try to break it out of the zone. They still can't get it out, but now they will as Stefanski goes in hard for his check. But now we almost had an offsides there, but linesman was kind of delayed on that, but regardless, Odell loses the puck over to Kelly. But Odell will pick it up from Kelly. Now Gaines breaks it over the line, takes it to the outside on the end boards. It's being pressured hard there by Reniers. Reniers eventually bops the puck off, but here comes Gaines. Gaines trying to send it out the front, but he can't do so. as Kelly sends it over to the boards, tries to get it over to Claire, but Warren will keep it in. Now we have Niagara trying to break out of the zone, create some sort of offense. As that's Chio Mastro who sends it into the zone, but now it's picked up by Marty. Marty tries to send it up to Warren, but it'll go all the way down the ice as we got an icing here. 18:48 left in the second period.
I'd just like to comment that these are among the ugliest jerseys I've ever seen. LA Kings third jersey style with silver numbers.
Yeah, they're hand-me-downs. They get them from the ACHA NCAA D1 team. They get hand-me-downs every year, as we notice the new jerseys with the giant N for their CHA team.
Hand-me-downs, puke-me-ups, you know, it's all the same.
As Niagara keeps it in, but it's swept over to Miranda. Miranda tries to send it up to Reve, but he goes soft on that pass. Reve still fighting it there with Demizio. Demizio will try to push it through, but Reve will take it down behind the net. Reve leaves it over to Marty. Marty sends it over to Leon. Leon up to Hunt, but Hunt can't hold on to it, but now he sends it over to Leon. Leon clearly dumps it into the Purple Eagle zone as Battaglia plays it out. As Reve's chasing hard. He can't get to the puck, but wow, what a check there by Charlie Reve. Powerful body checking there, and definitely sets a tone here as the second period is still young. Now the puck goes into the Mercyhurst zone as Marty chases it in, but he gets checked there by Carmack. Now sweeping in is Mike Miranda. It's being wrestled up by Demizio. Goes out to the zone, to the neutral zone. It's now Niagara tries to push it into the Lakers zone 3-on-2. Here comes a shot, goes wide.
He missed the net by what, 40, 50 feet?
Something like that. As Hunt tries to put it into the Niagara zone, but they can't do so as Miranda steps up and he's out of position there as we have ourselves a 2-on-1. Marty taking the shooter, goes wide. Great defensive play there by Chris Martin as Miranda punishes Demizio. As Demizio trying to set it up in front, but he can't get it through. And oh wow, up at the blue line we have some fumblage there. Somebody needs to learn how to skate. As Stepanian throws it into the zone. As Zola, let's see if he can keep an edge now, as he was the one that victimized himself up at the blue line as the puck goes up to Shearer. Shearer sends it over to Camlin. Camlin sending up neutral ice, but he can't find anybody as Lizick was kind of out of place. Now the puck will be dumped back into the Lakers zone as Kelly is confused whether or not to leave it off to Shearer, but now there's some confusion as Mercyhurst loses the puck over to the Purple Eagles. As now it's DiMatteo who leaves it back there for number 24, Gleason. Gleason will lose it over to Stepanian. Stepanian sends it over to Lizick. Lizick can't get it through his feet to his stick, and boy, he's checked a little hard there as now we have Battaglia sending it up over to DiMatteo. DiMatteo tries to put it out, but now it's deflected off of the glove of Camlin, but regardless, it comes out to the neutral zone as he dumps it right back in. Battaglia playing it behind the net as we have our fans harassing him behind the net, which is quite exciting, as Shearer can't hold on to the puck as it's shot towards him. As Kelly comes out, far out, to send it up to Lizick, but now we have ourselves a penalty coming up, and I believe it might be going to Mercyhurst. Pat Shearer's going off for interference.
Don't worry, folks, it's all part of their therapy. 16:24 remaining in the second period of play. John Baranowski here with David Stearns.
Well, the Lakers will go shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. 16:24 left in the second. Very dangerous thing to do is give these Purple Eagles an opportunity like this on the power play, considering that they have like 9, as we have a number of power play goals coming off the sticks of players such as Demizio, who has 9, Schottky with 8, and also Zola with 5, especially being on defense.
Penalty to number 19, Steve Stepanian. 2 minutes for interference. I'm sorry, that's Shearer.
As now the shot's taken on as Kelly was there, greeting it at the post by Demizio. A shot won't get through as I have some fans obstructing my view. As Demizio loses control of the puck, Delio will put it up on the high glass as Matt Warren's breaking down. He's trying to beat out Morrison to the puck. He won't do so once again like we saw in the first period, but now he's staying hard on his man.
Got to be careful. He's close to getting the water skiing effort right there.
As now it's taken over the line by Schottky. Schottky taking a look for Demizio. Demizio off on the end boards. Can't get to him, but now he will circle around the net. Leaves it up to the point over there to Reniers. Reniers taking a look. Takes a shot, and it's a high drive there off his driver. And of course, this is not golf, folks, as the Niagara Purple Eagles try to put more shots on Kelly, but they just will have none of it as the defense stays solid on this power play opportunity for Niagara.
It's like there's a minefield in front of the crease. They just can't get anything through.
As we have now is Carmack, who's trying to work things out and set up the play as he sends it back to Schottky. Schottky sends it over, and oh, wow, it looked like it went in, an optical illusion as the shot came off the side. from Carmack. Now it tries to get over to Carmack, but he can't contain it as Morrison keeps it in at the blue line. Stefanian tries to keep it in, or try to bump it out, but he can't do so, but now it's successfully cleared.
Reynolds was playing wide receiver on that one.
As now we have Morrison trying to pinch it back in as Odell tries to sweep it out, but his reach is too short as he's being chased now by Schottky. Schottky trying to tie him up in the boards, leaves it over to DeMizio, but Warren will sweep and pick the pocket of DeMizio as he sends it down the ice. 15 seconds left on this power play opportunity for Niagara. As now DeMizio can't control the puck, but now he'll gain his own rebound off of losing it. Comes across the line. DeMizio trying to send it up front. Oh, swept away there by Kelly. As now it goes back to Morrison. Morrison over to Carmack. Carmack shot. Pad save there by Kelly. As it comes out of the zone, the Lakers are at full strength with 14-18 left in the second period. As now Niagara's trying to set things up here. Defensive pairings are shuffling the pucks back and forth. As now it's sent up there to Singleton. Singleton gets hammered hard by Blake Camlin. As now, I'm not sure if that was even onside, but apparently Niagara bench is pleased with that as it's sent over to Miranda. Miranda tries to get it up to Stepanian as there's a stick on it there by Niagara. Neutral zone battle going on here. Wow, Mike Miranda's going to get called for that one with a cross-check to the back. He's going to get called here for cross-checking. 13:48, another opportunity for Niagara on the power play. This is risky hockey.
That was quite a hit, though. Jeez.
I'm sure he has whiplash there. He's going to have to go see his insurance company about filing a claim.
He said there at the blue line waiting for something to develop, and whack, he got developed.
Whack, he got developed as Claire wins the face-off over to Chayo Mastro, who sends it back over to Zola. Zola carrying it over the line. Zola coming to the outside. Tries to throw it up front, but he's got nobody. But he tries to wrap around, shoots it on Kelly. Kelly with a save as it goes back to him, which is Zola. Zola sends it back over into the corner. This goes over to Claire. Claire taking a look, sends it over to the winger, takes a shot right on. Kelly makes a save. Gleason's shot just saw the breadbasket there. As now the Lakers cleared out. Camlin gives it over to Stepanian. Stepanian breaking over the line. Stepanian, a short-handed opportunity, tries to weasel it through, tries to take a shot, but he's tied up there. There's going to be a penalty coming up to Niagara, and the Lakers will get a break here as Camlin is being brutally attacked there by Anthony Clare.
Blake Bobby Clark Camlin, the kid will bang some bodies. He will check it all day long. He's an amazing player as far as that's concerned. Great look for the future right here. We got a real goon on our hands.
I think Tony Clare was trying to ask out Blake Camlin as he was just tackling him over. Looked like he was whispering something into his ear, whispering sweet, sweet nothings as we have 13:05 left in the second period as Lakers will have a 4-on-4 and then a short power play after the minute and 17 seconds the Mike Miranda's penalty runs out.
Like a 4-year-old in the sandbox. He just pushes down the people he likes.
Exactly. Nothing more than mere flirting on ice. It's like Disney on ice all over again, I tell you.
Speaking of which, I noticed Jim Kelly has quite a lot of bling right there on his, under his collar. He has a little necklace there that's coming out over his pads.
Well, after all, he has seen 4 Super Bowls.
But no rings for it.
Of course. As we have Schottky trying to bury it deep in the Mercyhurst zone, but Reve gives him a hard battle up there towards the blue line as it's taken out. Odell stepping up hard, and he gets hauled down there by number 16. That's Dornan, but there is no call there as the referee just kind of shakes his head and whispers something out into the wind. As we have here, Niagara trying to break into the zone. Stefanski tries to go up there and hit Schottky, but wow! Now Mercyhurst is going on a penalty kill once again.
Little known fact is Stefanski's descended from a series of lumberjacks. That's why he ends up getting those nice little penalties right there. And just taking people down like tree trunks.
Well, he's using the twig there to take down Schottky. Of course, he wasn't impressed as Schottky tried to barrel him over, but of course, he was just full of sand there. Stood tall, but Schottky, after all that frustration, Stefanski takes him down eventually in the end and will get a penalty here for tripping with 12:30 left in the second period. Still 1-1.
Penalty number 9, Brian Stefanski, 2 minutes for tripping. Stefanski, 2 minutes for tripping at 12:30.
As Robert Kelly just got mauled over there. Not exactly sure what happened there as we were listening to the PA address, but Morrison will send it over here to Schottky. Schottky, whoa! Schottky gets barreled over by Warren as it's taken across the line by Carmack. Carmack trying to send it over. DeMizio takes a shot, goes wide, kicked off the skate, won't go in the net as Odell sends it up to Warren. Warren weasels it around his man, and he will ice it down. as 6 seconds remains on Mike Miranda's penalty as we go on to 4-on-4 hockey just for 45 seconds thereafter. As now we have Morrison breaking over the line. Morrison comes in, tries to drop it off to Demizio. Demizio will take it, but he can't control it as he drops it off over there to Schottky. Schottky tries to get it back to Demizio, but Odell will greet that one, and he will shoot it down the ice as he tries to get up. Here comes a 2-on-0 breakaway. Stepanian breaking over the line, and they're called on the offside. Wow. It would have been a 2-on-0 opportunity with Matt Warren and Stepanian, but somebody had a little bit of an edge over the blue line, and that was Matt Warren.
Wow, that is so open. That was for sure a goal. They could have just played pitch and catch there for 10 minutes and no one would have been there.
I was out of my seat. I actually thought we were going to see some ping pong back and forth between those two players with a guaranteed goal, as Battaglia was flustered. He had that worried look in his eyes. But the dangerous play of Matt Warren was not present there as he was a foot over the blue line. 11:30 left here in the second period as Niagara wins the draw. Goes back over to Zola. Zola taking it through center, loses control. Matt Warren will bat it down the ice, but there's 4-on-4 hockey. The linesman, for some odd reason, waves it off, but we won't argue with that, as Dornan takes it behind Battaglia. Dornan taking it up over to, I believe that is DiMatteo, but Warren will keep it in the zone, dump it down low. Dornan chasing back again as Stepanian's trying to fight hard there. But now Zola will try to send it up there, off to his wing, who is number 10, DiMatteo. Carr will send it up, try to get up to Stepanian, but it's kept in there by Finelli. Finelli gives it over, and the shot will go wide. Carr punching it back into the corner as the Lakers are shorthanded for the next 15 seconds. Niagara getting roughed up there by getting Carr in front, but Kelly will greet the shot, but it will go sky high as the hand pass goes up to Stepanian, who can't clear it out. Finelli working it along the side boards. Finelli taking a look. Tries to send it up front. It's deflected to the other side of the zone, but not out. Niagara takes the shot, and Finelli greets it again. Finelli tries to feed it up front over to DiMatteo, but he can't get it through. Nobody knows where the puck is. Now we have another penalty coming up, and it's going to Mercyhurst to Gannon Carr. I'm sure it's for something to happen in front of the net. But now Matt Warren will touch the puck, and yet another penalty to Mercyhurst.
I said so many good things in the intermission. And now here we go, spiraling out of control, penalty after penalty after penalty. This cannot continue. If this continues, it'll be a long game and a long season.
I'm sorry, that'll be Chris Martin who will be going to the box for a cross-checking here at 10:14 left in the second period. The defense is trying to do a great job of clearing out the front of the net, but great work doesn't come with bad penalties.
Got to do it the legal way.
Exactly, as the Purple Eagles keep the puck inside the zone. Over to Kelly. Kelly taking a look at his options, sends it back over to the wing. As that winger takes a shot, who I can't see his number since they have no numbers on the sleeves. As now Demizzi almost gets a shot there. Kelly tried to take the shot through, but he can't get it on net. As now we have that winger over there that I can't tell his number. We'll find out in a second as Demizio tries to wrestle with the puck, and that's Carmack that was over on that wing side. But now it looks like Demizio wrangled down Blake Camlin, but no call as the puck floats up to the net. But no, Mark Ramsel will reach in, ice it down as there's 1:25 left on a penalty to Chris Martin. Kelly takes it behind the net, behind Battaglia. Kelly moves it up onto the wing to Carmack, or I'm sorry, that's this time, I don't know who that is, as they don't have sleeve numbers, but that is Demizio with the nice little fur coat hanging out of his helmet. As Carmack tries to work it around Gramza. Now it gets sent up front, the shot goes wide as I believe Kelly got a piece of it. Goes up to the point over to Reniers. Reniers takes a shot, glove save there by Robert Kelly with 55 seconds left on the penalty to Chris Martin. Great flash of the leather there.
Oh, yeah, well, he didn't have to move that much because it's a great position. If anything else, Robert Kelly has great positioning until he starts moving left and right.
It's because he's a big guy.
Well, it helps out, but I mean, you look at the big guys like Ken Dryden back in the day. He won 6 cups in 8 years. He was, 6'8"? The man was huge, and that was a big reason.
If he played nowadays, I don't think he would have had much of a chance.
True, but I mean, still, he's a big guy, and that helps out.
Kept in by Zola down to Claire. Claire sends it up front. Wow, what a pass saved by Kelly! As it's kicked out to Gaines. Gaines clearing the zone. 40 seconds left on Martin's penalty as it's taken here by Carr. Carr dumps it down low as Gaines chasing hard as Battaglia comes out to play it. Wow, I still can't believe that's saved by Robert Kelly. I think Art Kelly's coming out with a new record. Greatest saves. And Kelly takes it behind the net, but Claire wrestles through and takes control, but he tries to send it over to his winger on the boards, who is Gleason. Can't get it through to him as Shearer is a little bit wrangled up there as the puck goes up to Chio Mastro. Chio Mastro puts the puck down deep as I'm rolling over my words. As now it's sent back there to Zola. Zola taking a shot, doesn't get through as it's deflected off of Shearer's stick. Now the other shot comes through, and now Kelly will see that one all the way through as the penalty to Chris Martin will expire. Great penalty killing effort by the Lakers.
Niagara was celebrating just a little too soon right there.
Solid goaltending is definitely keeping them in at this point in the game. But now Niagara will have to see some 5-on-5 action here with the Lakers as they are normally hot on the power play opportunities as Hunt wrangles it through. As Niagara's calling for a high stick, but I'm sure he got that right around the waistline. Kenny Hunt sends it over to Warren. Warren takes a shot. Goes up into the black mesh behind the net. Deflected off a defender. The face-off will be inside. 7:49 left here in the second period. I'm David Stearns, as always joined by John Baranowski. Some great penalty killing and some great power play action all around on both sides.
There really has been. The Lakers have taken a lot of chances getting into the box, doing the foul play, so to speak, but they've seemed to handle it pretty well.
As Henning tries to get that puck down low, he can't do so as it squirts out in the neutral zone. Now it comes back to Henning. Henning gets it up, gets it far enough for Warren. Warren breaking over the line. Warren deking around one man, tries to deke around another. Puck goes over to Stefanski, who gets a shot. Oh, that goes off the pad of Battaglia. Stefanski chasing hard as the adrenaline rush is still there. As Deli sends it up, tries to get it over to Rivet. Rivet can't pick it up as we have Morrison breaking over the line. Morrison takes a shot, and it's deflected wide by Henning. Henning digging in there with Morrison, takes out his check. Now Deli deflects it up, goes up to Stefanski. Stefanski trying to go 2-on-1 with Matt Warren. Tries to send over to Warren, can't get it through as he's greeted there by Kinsella. Kinsella controlling the puck. Sends it over to his defensive partner. Throws it up, and now we'll have ourselves an icing with 7 minutes left here in the second period. Some great excitement.
I am loving what I'm seeing here. This is hard-nosed hockey. I don't even want to say it's old-time hockey because they're not going out there and hitting people. They're not banging bodies. They're playing hockey the way hockey should be played.
Playoff atmosphere, old-school hockey, especially with all the rough physical play and a lot of great offense.
There's physical play, but it's not like they're going out there and being goon squads. I love it. This is exactly what it should be.
It's some great stuff as Stepanian kind of wins that draw, but Niagara will scoop in and pick that one up as it goes up to Miranda. Miranda kind of hands it over to Martin. Martin trying to stay on his man, tries to send it up front over to Carmack, but he can't get it through. As Stepanian picks up the puck. 3-on-2, here we go. And he dumps it into the zone instead as Battaglia comes out to play it. It goes along the boards to Camlin. Camlin takes it down to Henry. Henry still trying to wrangle that one. He'll get it finally, backhanded towards the front of the net, but the defense is there to greet that one all the way. As it's intercepted by Camlin. Camlin takes a shot, goes off of Roth. As he's fighting hard with Roth, going into the boards to get that puck back, but now Henry will turn it over, and it'll come out of the zone as Miranda sends it right back in.
He sent it over to the doorstep, and no one was ringing the bell.
Of course, it's probably some sort of telemarketer or Jehovah's Witnesses. Anyway, here comes Camlin. Camlin clearing it up, trying to get control of it is Devin Henry, but he can't get it. As now Henry will go off the ice on a change, as most of the players on Mercyhurst will come out on a change, as Lizick finally takes the ice as puck's batted down as it goes down, and Zola trying to organize something here behind Battaglia as Camlin staying hard on him. Zola still with the puck, tries to send it up to Demizio. Demizio coming across the red line. Stepanian's trying to line him up. Now he'll fumble the puck over, tries to give it over to Schottky, but Schottky can't control it. And now we're going to have ourselves an interference call on Niagara, as it looked like it was Schottky, or no, I'm sorry, that was Carmack that took down his check, which was definitely unwarranted. 5:41 left here in the second period. Mercyhurst goes on the power play. As we know, they already have one power play goal. Can they go for two?
That's a big question here tonight. They're 1 for 3 so far?
I believe so.
Well, that's a pretty good statistic, especially considering what it was before tonight's game.
Going 3-14, yeah.
So, we'll have to see if these big players can come out here and do it. I mean, we got Warren on the point. We got David Gaines out there. I believe I see Kenny Hunt and Stefanski. And not to forget Gannon Carr. There's a great power play unit.
Well, as Stefanski wins the draw over to Warren. Warren taking a look up ice. Gives it over to Hunt. Hunt can't control the puck, and it's turned over there to DiMatteo, who will try to dump it back down, but Warren will control it. Warren dishes it over to Stefanski.
Carmack, 2 minutes for interference. That's Carmack, 2 minutes for interference at 5:40.
Stefanski trying to take a look at who he's got. He gives it over to Gaines. Gaines sends it over to Warren. Warren centering it up, tees it up, takes a shot, goes wide and high, hits the glass, bounces out, and Niagara will clear the ice as DiMatteo sends it to Kelly. Warren sweeping behind Kelly, stops, fakes out DiMatteo, as now he's breaking up with Gannon Carr at his back. Sends it over to Hunt. Hunt sends it over to Gaines. Gaines over the blue line. Stops at the hash. Sends it back. Tries to leave it to Stefanski, but nobody was communicating. There is 1:07 left on this power play. Not much offense being generated here. It's only one shot was taken, but it went wide and high. And that was by Matt Warren. And Stefanski breaking over the line with Gaines and Hunt. Stefanski taking a look. Sends it over to Gaines. Gaines over to Warren. Warren tries a fake there and successfully does so as Gaines sends it back to Warren. Warren sends it over to Carr. Carr breaking in, takes a shot. Oh, and it goes wide. Hunt trying to control that puck as he sends it back to Gaines behind the net. Now he'll curl out into the corner. Comes up, sends it to Warren. Warren back over to Hunt. Hunt comes in, takes a shot. Oh, and it goes high and over the glove side of Battaglia. As now DiMatteo will take it up ice, 2-on-2. DiMatteo takes a shot, and Kelly saw that one through and deflects it wide. Deanna Carr taking it back as there's 16 seconds left on this power play to the Lakers. Under 4 minutes left in this second period as Matt Warren takes it up the ice. Takes it out of the Lakers zone, comes up center. And now, he'll collide with Lizick as there was a little bit of a fumble and miscommunication as there's 3 seconds ticking off. We have 5-on-5 hockey with 3:40 left in this second period. As now we have the puck lost by Stepanian, the shot goes wide. Stepanian sending it over to Lizick. Lizick taking his time, sends it over to Camlin. Camlin can't wrangle that one down as now Mercyhurst loses its momentum more or less as Kelly comes out to play it. Marty ringing around as he's being chased down by Kelly and Claire. Looked like Kelly got a skate on Marty. Now Morrison will send it up over to somebody, but it's not there, and that's Claire. But now we have a little bit of some rough play there as Lizick got involved in some physical action as Robert Kelly steers one aside. Chio Mastro getting roughed up there by Marty as it's over to Kelly. Kelly throws it up front. Robert Kelly will cover that one with 2:56 left here in a second. Now we have a scrum out front net, and there's some bodies coming out as Kelly gets out of there. He'll have none of that. As now we have people rolling around in the dirt, and it looks like Camlin's on top of somebody.
Wow, that's a real brouhaha right in front of the net. Crazy. But Kelly really needed to make that cover right there, and not just to stop the puck, because there is so much folly going on out there. If communication is the basis of civilization, and there's no communication here, is this uncivilized hockey? I think so. We just have collisions all over the place. It's absolute madness.
Well, how we gained civilization was through war, and that's exactly what Mercyhurst has been declaring on Niagara. As we have a couple of roughing penalties handed out here. Looks like Jim Kelly and Blake Camlin are in the box, respectively, for Niagara and Mercyhurst.
We wait for the referees to get everything sorted out. Charlotte Rivet, and I can't tell who the other player is there.
That's David DiMizio wearing number 17 for Niagara, their top scorer. He's debating now with the linesman, which is probably the final say-all who gives off things to the referee to make the judgment call. But I'm not sure why the linesman's really dishing out things here when the referee was really the one that made all the calls.
I think they're discussing parliamentary politics.
I think so. And I actually think that these linesmen and the referee are, all three of them, under the age of 24. Actually, 25. Take that back.
Could very easily be. They seem like a young group, and well, they haven't done a bad job here, but they haven't done exactly a stellar job either.
Well, I think that there may be some problems amongst reffing your peers, you know. So
that's very true. Sometimes you just have to say, sorry, Garen, that's not right. Occasionally you hesitate whenever you know the guys.
Well, still deadlocked here at 1. 4-on-4 hockey as we have Camlin and Kelly in the box. Kelly, of course, for Niagara. So we have 2:55 left here in the second period. I'm David Stearns, and as always, joined by John Baranowski as Kenny Hunt breaks across the blue line. Kenny Hunt digging around his man, comes in, takes a shot, and it goes wide. Right.
Number 12, Blake Camlin, and number 14, Jim Kelly, each 2 minutes for roughing. That's Camlin and Kelly, 2 minutes for roughing at 2:56.
Oh, wow, and it looked like that was Ben Odell that got wrangled down. There will be a penalty call in here. I believe it's going to Carmack for some rough play there. He just tackled Gannon Carr as now Schottky will play the puck, and we will have a 4-on-3 opportunity for the Mercyhurst Lakers.
See, now this is football. That would be a good play right there. Hey, boom, he just got in there, routing up, they brought him down. This isn't football. This is some ice thing here.
Looking at this guy, he looks like he is the size of Brett Favre at his stature. As we wait to see.
That must mean he's pretty darn good. This is how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is David Stearns, and I'm joined now by John Madden.
They do a good job at the color thing. Boom.
Al Michaels here as we get here for the 4-on-3 opportunity for Lakers. Warren comes in, tees up a shot, takes a shot, and goes high and wide off the glass behind Battaglia. He goes over to Marty. Marty back to Warren, back to Marty. Marty takes a shot, and it doesn't get through as DeMizio clears it down the ice. Robert Kelly will come out to play it. Marty wrapping around. Marty takes it over the line. Marty sending it over to Warren. Warren was not exactly ready for it, but he is now. Matt Warren faking a shot. Now he'll actually probably take the shot in just about a second here as he's undeciding. And it goes off the leg of the defender, who is number 16, Bobby Dornan. Warren still maintaining control. Looking. Takes a shot, and it goes off the helmet of David Gaines. As now it comes up to the point, Warren blocks the possible clearing attempt there by Niagara as Warren fakes a shot yet again, leaves it over to Marty. Marty back to Warren. Warren over to Marty. Marty takes a shot, and pad save, still loose in front. And Battaglia will hold on to that between the pads. 1:22 left here in the second period. 26 seconds left on the 4-on-3 opportunity for Mercyhurst.
The Martinian one, trying to punch that one in from the point. Almost got it right there. Looks like the Lakers will be down, or they'll be up a man for the next full minute. We'll wait for the face-off.
Now it'll come back to Warren. Warren taking a look, leaves it over to Marty. Marty takes a shot, and it goes wide. As Hunt tries to wrap it around front, Battaglia saw it there on the doorstep. As now Niagara will take it out.
Someone's got to get on him. He's wasting an awful lot of time right there.
Shotsky takes a shot, and he scores. Minute 4 seconds left. Shorthanded goal taken by Eric Schottky. Robert Kelly looked so surprised to hit the post and hit the inside of the netting on his blocker side. Thereafter, Niagara in the lead, 2-1.
He had all the time in the world. He just stood there. Nobody was on him. Everyone was in a box around him. They had him wrapped up. He had all the room to shoot that. Kelly was like, what's going on, guys?
Minute 4 left in the second period was when time stood still. As now the momentum is shifting towards Niagara. As Schottky, the guy who got the shorthanded goal for Niagara, dumps it in. Gannon Carr trying to set up some offense for the Lakers, drives it home up to center ice. Comes up to the blue line, still with it, as he's digging in deep for being a defenseman. Comes in, leaves it over to Warren. Warren takes a shot, and it goes off the pad of Battaglia. As now Carr will go back to his post on the point. And we're getting roughed up here as David Gaines is trying to get a hold of the puck. Hunt's in there. Camlin's not sure what he should do as it comes back to Carr. Carr taking a look. Fakes a shot, gives it over to Camlin. Camlin back over to Gaines. Gaines holding it. Goes up front, takes a shot. Scores! Blake Camlin takes the shot. Guns it home as the penalty expired. Lakers tie it 2-2 with 20 seconds left in the second period.
Bobby Clark Camlin punches one in. That wouldn't be more of a masterpiece if it was signed by Da Vinci. Oh, man, what a goal.
Wow, what a shot. As the Lakers look like they're down and out, they come back firing. 20 seconds left in the second period. Momentum has shifted, boys and girls. Wow. Camlin made like a javelin and stabbed that one home. As it goes back to Odell. Odell up to Gramza. I'm sorry, that's the Panian. As it's dumped into the Lakers zone. Odell chasing behind the net as he's being chased hard there by Jim Kelly. Odell trying to hold on to it. He will do so, and that will end the second period as the Lakers tie it up yet again, 2-2. After 2, we'll be back here with the second intermission report. All right, folks, welcome back. Some exciting hockey going on here as we're here for the second intermission report. The Lakers and the Purple Eagles are tied at 2. As a last-ditch effort there, 20 seconds left. Blake Camlin, as you call him.
Bobby Clark Camlin.
Puts one home there as the penalty expired just seconds before to the Purple Eagles. So almost a power play goal. Almost had 2 tonight.
Almost.
But I almost consider that a power play goal because they are still at a disadvantage.
Yeah, the man was not out of the box. Exactly.
So anyway, quite exciting hockey here as we have a great crowd next to us and great atmosphere all together. Like I said before, playoff atmosphere. So far, we've seen some great saves from Robert Kelly, some great saves from Battaglia. We've seen some great offense, great defense, great penalty killing. What else have you seen that I haven't pointed out?
The one thing I have seen that I do want to point out is a communication problem. So far, and the only reason they ever even scored in that period was because of the communication problem. They set up in the typical box for the penalty kill, right, on the defense, but there was just one man. He just stood in the middle of it, and it didn't matter.
Right.
He just stood there and waited, and he found his opportunity, and sure enough, he scored.
Well, the one thing that still does worry me, though, is just getting these penalties against us. I'm waiting for the breaking point when Niagara is going to start firing them in if we are not disciplined.
That's
I am
true.
a little bit apprehensive of how we look right now. It is 2-2, granted, after 2 periods. Very exciting. A goal apiece each period. But will the next period show a one-side favor or the other side a favor? Or will it be just as exciting and just as close like it was in the first and second period?
The Lakers just have to keep buckled down and play what they've been playing.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing the good game that I talked about. They are doing phenomenally. But, as I listen to the music from both the crowd and the PA address, this game has been a journey, and it will continue to be a journey throughout this game, and we're going to have to find out if the Lakers can complete that journey and have a good ending to it.
Don't stop believing.
That's all what it's about, folks.
We'll be right back for the drop of the puck for the third period right after this. All right. Third period action just moments away as we are deadlocked here at 2 goals apiece. As Hell's Bells and the Bagpipes battle this one out as it's do or die as we have 20 minutes left in regulation play.
See, I love AC/DC and I love bagpipes, but together they're not making that whole you got chocolate, my peanut butter, you got peanut butter, my chocolate kind of Reese's peanut butter cup kind of thing.
Yes. I got you.
This, on the other hand, this is what it's all about.
This is real hockey, kids. As we wait here for the Purple Eagles to take the line against this number 1 line of Stefanski, Gaines, and Warren.
John Baranowski here, as always, with David Stearns.
As I'm trying
Here
to
at
manage
Mercyhurst
here.
College for what's the biggest game of the year so far.
As Gannon Carr puts it over to Odell. Odell sends it up to Warren. Warren tries to get it to Stefanski, but he just can't get it through there. As we have Jim Kelly. I'm sorry, that's Tony Clare. Fumble it over to Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly trying to keep it in as he does, and now he doesn't. As it rolls back to the defense. That's number 15, Rainiers, who sends it over to Morrison. Morrison tries to get it low, but Gaines will have it under that and send it back.
Return to sender. Address unknown.
I'm sure David Gaines will deliver something big later. As we have Morrison trying to send it back in. Is it just a big game of ping pong right now as David Gaines sends it over to Hunt. Hunt takes a shot. Glove saved by Battaglia. As 19-17 remains here in the third.
You gotta admit, that was a darn good glove save right there.
It was. It was so good. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to see any more of it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
A good thing only comes around once in a while.
So it should be, or else it's no longer that good.
Exactly. It's just overrated. As Devin Henry keeps it in.
Oh, Henry. No, it's going to be waved as offsides.
Well, doesn't matter now as Demizio puts it into the bench of the Mercyhurst Lakers. Merely 54 seconds gone by here in the third period as we're tied 2-2. I'm David Stearns, joined by John Baranowski. Face-off won by the Lakers, but it's turned over to Demizio. Demizio trying to keep it in. He does so and puts it down in the corner as Carmack goes behind the net and meets up with Miranda. Rivet gets tripped down there, but no call will be made. As it's kept in here by the Purple Eagles, and they will come out of the zone on their own accord, and they send it right back in. No Purple Eagles really showing any kind of attack, so Marty will have an easy time deciding where to go. Kind of throws it up there, as Schottky intercepts, but... Whoa! Schottky got wrecked by Charlie Rivet! And Rivet gets hooked down by Carmack. Carmack will be going to the box for a hooking. Wow, Charlie Rivet! What can you say?
Charlie Rivet is the big hits when I am to relevant, clever dialogue.
And apparently I am boring. As we wait here for the Mercyhurst Lakers to take on yet another power play at 18:30 in the third period. Carmack cannot be happy with that careless play as we have a face-off here to the left of Battaglia. As now the face-off's going back to Warren. Warren sends it down to Hunt. Hunt still trying to maintain control as he's fought there by Clare. Clare will win it out. as Claire carries it up ice. He'll leave it off to the winger. It was Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly puts a shot on. Robert Kelly will hold on. And now we have a scrum in front of the net. We have Matt Warren trying to be tackled over as two guys go down. I believe that's Jim Kelly and possibly Claire as well. No luck with the fours all around. They're getting their doors knocked down. Now we have Chris Martin going to the box for a roughing. Chris Martin's going to the box here for a roughing, as I said. 18-14 left. I guess there was some extra roughage there as they took down Anthony Clare behind the net. Or I believe he had his hand on Jim Kelly. But of course, Jim Kelly was by no means trying to throw a Hail Mary to win a Super Bowl at all. As I keep on making the references, I'll just say it right here. I grew up in Buffalo. Oh, I'm sorry. My partner still does not have his microphone wired up. But here comes the shot. No, and it gets deflected wide. 4-on-4 hockey. As Jim Kelly curls around with the puck, trying to look for an open man. And Kelly goes into Odell in the corner as Odell kicks it out successfully.
That's my boy.
Odell coming up across the blue line. Odell runs into somebody coming off the bench on a change as it goes back to Battaglia. Battaglia sends it around the boards. Over to Claire. Claire being checked there by Warren, but no damage is done as Claire still has the puck. Claire sends it over to number 18, who is Schottky, who has the shorthanded goal in the second period for Niagara, as Carr is roughing him up right now. Carr having a little bit of fun there, though now it's DiMatteo who comes in and gets the puck. He'll send it over to number 15, who's Rainiers. Rainiers putting a shot on. Odell sends it up the middle, comes out of the zone as Morrison intercepts. Morrison back to Rainiers. Rainiers back to Morrison. Morrison can't hold on to it as Gaines sends it back to Odell. Odell sends it up to nobody, as now it's intercepted there by Warren. Warren to Odell. Odell sends it up to Reve. Reve deflects it into the zone, as now Rainiers fights it off over to Morrison, but Morrison can't get there in time, but now he'll pick it up. Morrison sends it up. Warren will deflect it high and wide. Grabs over to Shearer. Shearer up to Hunt. 2-on-2. Hunt over to Reve. Reve comes in, takes a shot. Whoa, arm save there. He's got it tucked in as Reve collides with Morrison behind the net. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 9 seconds as the penalty to Karamak will expire. Short power play will be awarded there after to the Niagara Purple Eagles.
But it looks so far more like a penalty kill than a 4-on-4. The Lakers really need to step this up.
Shearer takes a shot. And it goes off the pad of Battaglia. Kicked aside as DiMatteo picks it up. DiMatteo racing across the blue line. Takes a shot. Kelly save. Easy pickings for Robert Kelly. But now Niagara picks it up again. Karamak out of the box. Lakers shorthanded for the next 7 seconds. Martin on his feet. Reve coming up one-on-one. Reve breaking over the blue line. Reve can't get it through. Shearer picks it up, dumps it back in. Goes off the defender. Lakers tag up. Now DiMatteo. I believe that was DiMatteo. I thought I said a 17 on his jersey, but I could be wrong. Has the pucks being ping-ponged back and forth. And that's Finelli who was ping-ponging it there. But now it'll go up to number 16, Dornan, who dumps it in. That number 17 that I thought it was actually number 12. Now cleared out there by Stepanian, who gets run over, but Lizick in a chase for the puck. But Camlin will pick it up. Camlin looking up front, gives it over to Lizick. Lizick, backhand. It goes off the pad of Battaglia.
Toe save on that one.
Comes back to Odell. Odell puts a shot on, but it can't get through. Lizick still fighting hard. As now Stepanian tries to keep it in, and it goes airborne. Camlin still fighting for it. Goes up against number 8, the Finelli. Finelli, he gets hammered there by the other shorty, Blake Camlin. As now Stepanian picks up a rebound on a turnover. Stepanian dumps it in. And it goes wide of the net as Battaglia didn't really play that one right. Here comes Stepanian, takes out his check in Morrison. And it's Karamak. Karamak coming across the blue line. Can't get anything set up there as it's dropped down low as Marty picks up the puck over to Gaines. Gaines, back over to Marty. Marty tries to send it up to Stefanski. Warren crisscrosses and takes the puck. Comes over the line, takes a shot. Right in the breadbasket. And it goes off to the side.
The athletic supporter comes through in a pinch.
Stefanski sends it around the boards, but it'll go over to Morrison. Morrison taking a look as Claire's breaking up the ice. Warren will intercept that very nicely as he tries to get a hold of the puck. David Gaines can't step into Morrison as he dekes down 3. Morrison stepping over the line, takes a shot, but is blocked by Mike Miranda finally. Get back. Jim Kelly can't handle it as it picked off there by Chris Martin. He gets sent up by David Gaines, who punches it out of the zone. Niagara will play it off and dump it back into the zone as Robert Kelly comes out to play it. 14:20 left here in the third period. We're all knotted up at 2 as Martin sends it over to Miranda. Miranda back to Marty, but it goes past Marty and goes over to Gaines. Gaines tied up there by Claire, but loses it over to Marty. Now, Demizio tries to send it up, but he can't do it. As Warren, Warren belts Dornan into the boards. He showed him the door. And now we have a penalty coming up to Niagara. They were not happy. Dornan went after Matt Warren, but now who is going to the box is the real question. Matt Warren's going to the box.
Warren just like face
Matt
meat
Warren
boards.
is talking trash to the referee as Dornan's going in as well. Dornan's getting the hooking, and it looks like Matt Warren's going to get the unsportsmanlike conduct. So we're going to see some 4-on-4 hockey here for the next 2 minutes with 13:58 left in the third period.
Warren was like face meet boards, boards meet face.
And then they kissed.
Just laugh at him, Matt.
Sometimes when we touch, the honesty is too much, and he had to close his eyes and then collapsed on the ice.
I don't know if they deserve to be a couple, though. Dornan and our boards.
Well,
They're
they're
crossing some
each other.
lines. That's all right. I don't think any priest will allow it. As we wait here for things to get sorted out and put on a clock. Face-off just outside of the purple zone. I'm just going to call them purple, I guess. But anyway, they are an endangered species. They are the purple eagles. Matter of fact, they're extinct. I do not know of any purple eagles. As it goes up to Hunt.
Molly, what was the penalty?
Hunt over to Rivet. Rivet coming through the neutral zone. Rivet going up against 2 guys. Dekes out 1. Gets around him easily. Finangles through. That's Zola. Sends it back. Odell takes a shot. Blocker save there by Battaglia. Zola behind the net. Sends it over to Shotke. Shotke sends it up to Demizio. Demizio flicks it high. And Carr will pick that one up as it's called on the offsides.
As my PA address is being thwarted by the music.
Well, exactly.
I guess I'll switch back.
Hold on, I will angrily shout at people.
Hey, we're trying to make announcements up here.
I guess they can't hear me. That music really is loud. As now it's one over to Demizio. Sends it over to Zola. Zola sends it back over to the other side to Shotke. Shotke breaking into the zone. Odell sends it up to Stepanian. There's a foot race here now with Zola. Stepanian will win that foot race. Tries to cut across. He can't get it over to Camlin. Camlin over to Stepanian. Stepanian taking a look. Can't get it through as it's turned over yet again. Puck sent over to the other side. Stepanian will intercept it there. And it'll take a little bit of a dive.
And there's no hooking there?
I guess not. Camlin will just take care of Zola, that's all. 12-21, feeling a little dyslexic, that's all.
It's a palindrome.
Odell sends it up to Camlin. Camlin over to Stepanian. Stepanian tries to dump it in hard, but he can't do that as Kelly sends it up. Now Henning will send it over to Camlin. Camlin takes it back into the Lakers zone, sends it back over to Shearer. Shearer can't control it as it bobbles back. Shearer will go back and pick that off the boards. Shearer behind the net, fakes out Demizio, comes to the outside. Tries to get past Claire, but he can't do that as he runs into his own guy, who's Camlin. Shearer picks that up again. Shearer trying this all over again, sends it up over to Rivet. Rivet taking it all alone. Rivet coming across the blue line. Rivet takes a shot. Oh, and it goes wide off the defender. Camlin sends it down low to Rivet. Morrison picking up Rivet behind the net. Rivet curling up front. He's looking to take the shot, but he couldn't get back to Shearer. Shearer sends it over to Warren. Warren tries to dump it in, but it goes off to Camlin, who controls it now. He sends it over to Henning. Henning to Warren. Warren getting a little bit of slash there by Claire as the fans are identifying what sport they are watching.
Warren was leading a bit of a conga line right there for a little bit. There are 2 players right behind him.
And frustration led to him just icing the puck down, but regardless, we have a stoppage of play with 11:36 left here in the third period. I'm David Stearns, joined with John Baranowski. Quite a game right now, back and forth hockey in this third period where it all comes down to it. 2 goals aside, anything can happen, eh?
That's very true. I mean, this could easily explode into goal after goal after goal, or this could stay nice at 2-2.
And apparently I made myself evident from coming from Quebec, my extended family, by throwing out the A inside the broadcast. But
That's just what you do.
Speaking of Quebec, Matt Warren loses the puck over to DiMatteo, who sends it over to the breaking winger, who is number 24, Gleason, who sends it on, and Kelly will make an easy glove save.
Kelly just flashes the leather once again. He saves it like a penny in his piggy bank.
I haven't seen that much leather since the last time I was in a Mercedes.
11:15 remaining in the game. As we wait for the face-off to the right of Robert Kelly.
Back to high school.
Now the face-off's won by the Purple Eagles. They try to get a shot through. There's going to be a penalty coming up to Mercyhurst. I don't know why, as it looked like the slash came onto the goaltender by DiMatteo, but now he's got his hands up, wondering what the heck is going on, and so am I.
It's a hooking call. I'm not sure on who just yet.
Referee, obviously not knowing what he's supposed to be doing, as he's supposed to address the timekeeper and scorekeeper on who's going where, as Chris Martin is unhappy with that. He's getting a hooking call here with 11:09 left in the third period.
Chris the Jerk Martin will spend 2 minutes in the box. All he needs is this stick and this bench. That's all he needs.
Did you just call him a jerk?
The Jerk. Like Steve Martin.
Oh. I'm sorry, I don't watch many movies.
I'm disappointed.
Just kidding, I know what you're talking about. As it goes out of the Lakers zone, Morrison handling the puck in the neutral zone. It's being attacked hard there by Gaines. Back over to Morrison. Morrison throws it deep down into the Lakers zone. Kelly sets it up for Odell. Odell sends it off the high glass and down the ice as Battaglia comes out to play it, as Warren is hard on number 21, Zola, as he bats him in the behind with his stick. Zola will take it behind the net. As apparently we have a DJ request from the fans as it goes up to neutral ice and it's dumped into the Lakers zone. Shofsky trying to dig for the puck. Over to Demizio. Demizio tries to send it out front, but Kelly will bat it back. Demizio still with the puck. Taking a look at his options. Gives it up to Morrison. Morrison takes a shot. Doesn't get through traffic, but now it does, but it goes wide. It's back in the corner. Demizio still trying to set up play here. As he tries to take a look, he'll probably go back to behind the net, which he does. As he's taking a look, sends it over to Zola. Zola looking around, sends it over to Morrison. Morrison takes a shot, blocker save, halfway through the third period. Mercyhurst Lakers are shorthanded here, 46 seconds left on the hooking penalty to Chris Martin. As David Gaines goes over Brendan Morrison. I'm sorry, that's not Brendan Morrison, but anyway, Lakers give up a rebound, and they will have a goal against here on the power play for Niagara. 39 seconds was left in Martin's penalty. A very disputed penalty, and I don't know who took that shot for Niagara, but we will find out shortly as that dangerous power play that I was talking about in the intermission comes through this time.
The Lakers couldn't get it out at all. I mean, the whole time it was in that zone. Didn't have a chance.
Defensively, I think there's got to be a lot of work done here as there's 9:48 left in the third period. And, of course, the fans are cheering on Devin, who is transferring and going to play junior A hockey in the NAHL for Oregon. So congratulations to him for that opportunity as we see him play out his last game here with the Lakers for now. Unless
Good luck. Hopefully I'll be calling that goal soon.
As Miranda dumps it back in the zone, shoots it into Rivet, offsides. 9:35 left here in the third period. Niagara has taken a sudden lead on the power play, 3-2. As we have kind of a must-win situation here for the Lakers to maintain their top spot in the ECHL division. Both teams here are 3-0 in league play. As it's dumped in, Rivet throws it over to the net. Nobody there as it goes behind it regardless. As Devin Henry takes on his man. As Kenny Hunt takes the puck. And it looks like Anthony Clare will be going off for a slash on Chris Martin as he was not pleased with something there, rather. And whoa, Mike Miranda just got wrecked with an elbow there. But I'm sure there will be no call on that. As now we have a slashing call here. Eric Shuckey. As the music comes back on, as we're trying to address this penalty, or this goal that Niagara just scored, but Anthony Clare will take his respective box spot on the bench as he's getting a slashing call. 2 minutes on the power play for Mercyhurst here. As Warren takes the puck, sends it over to Gaines. Gaines drops it into the zone as he's tied up there by number 16, who is Dornan. And now everybody's in the corner mixing it up. As Hunt breaks it out over to Stefanski. Stefanski over to Warren. Warren takes a shot, goes through. Hunt takes a shot. Oh, glove saved by Battaglia, and there's some rushing the net. As we wait here for the power play for Mercyhurst to finally generate some offense, if they already had one power play goal and one slightly after a power play. So let's see if they can generate yet another power play goal as Matt Warren takes the puck up at the point, drops it over to Hunt. Hunt looking at the angle, takes a shot, Stefanski shoots! Oh, and the referee has called it off where I believe that went in the net, and it popped back out. The referee called it no goal.
Yeah, the crowd definitely doesn't like that. No, I agree with you, Stearnsy. That looked like it crossed the line.
I actually thought that was a goal. Now the referee will go over and talk to Coach McKinnon, as it's much disputed here that I believe that puck went in.
I should do too. That seemed like it crossed the line. He just grabbed it and pulled it out.
Why don't we just use our camera work in that and show them that it went to the back of the net? Did Mr. Peterson see it go to the back of the net? Let's find out. He thinks it went in, but they're not going to go upstairs to review the videotape as we have a face-off here coming to the right of Battaglia. Now it's icing attempt here. It goes out to the middle ice. Warren over to Marty. Marty over to Hunt. Hunt takes a look. Stick handle through the neutral zone. Breaks it into the zone. He will drop it off there for Gaines, but now he's getting tied up there by Demizio. Demizio trips him up, but there will be no call as it's 2-on-2. His shot key breaks over the line. Gives it over to Demizio. Demizio takes a shot right into the logo of Robert Kelly. 8:18 left here in the third. Minute 9 left on the power play to Mercyhurst.
That save will be buried on the score sheet, but little do you know in hindsight how big that save was. I mean, that without that, this game is over.
Yes, of course. Yes.
I don't mean to sound too pessimistic, but
of course, you got to sound optimistic as DiMatteo takes a shot and it goes wide. Sorry about that. I just had to roll that off the tongue because if you're talking about goals being leaked in, Robert Kelly's got to stay fine for the next 8 minutes and 9 seconds as David Gaines breaks over the line, takes a shot, off the shoulder of Battaglia. But now, it looked like DiMatteo was actually calling for it as if it bounced off the crossbar and the faceoff should be outside. I beg to differ.
And then David Gaines used Kevin Morrison as a sled as he went across the ice.
As now we have the Lakers win the faceoff. Hunt over to Martin. Martin takes a shot, goes in, scores! Chris Martin from the point gets a power play goal with 8 minutes left in the third period. We're tied at 3 once again.
Oh, what a shot. You can sell that guidance system to the military.
Wow.
Jeez, holy Toledo.
Get into it, folks. We're tied at 3 with 8 minutes left in the third period. A second power play goal. As I pump my fist into the air, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited as Cruz Lizick wraps the puck around. Intercepted there by Niagara. Niagara trying to create some things, but it goes back into their zone. Battaglia, not sure if he should come out and play it, as Dornan takes it behind the net. Drops it off over to number 21, who is Zola. Zola taking it behind the net, taking a look, as Camlin puts a little pressure on. And it's sent over to DiMatteo. DiMatteo sends it back over to Zola. Niagara looks a little confused right now with 7 minutes and 35 seconds left. And here we go, Zola sending it back over to DiMatteo. Over to Finelli. Finelli sends it up on the boards, but Carr picks it up again.
Martin! Assisted by number 17, Kenny Hunt, and number 26, Matt Warren. That's number 21, Chris Martin, his second from Hunt and Warren at 8 minutes.
And we hear the PA address there, addressing that Martin did get that shot through. Very hard shot, as we've all seen during the practices, but now we get to see it in action here during the games. As now the puck bounces over to Dornan. Dornan sends it up Finelli. Finelli back to Dornan. Dornan shoots it out of the zone. Carr shoots it right back in as Camlin tags up on the delayed offsides. Mercyhurst going off on a change. 6:50 left here in the third period as some guy just answered his cell phone next to me. As it goes back, number 21, Zola dumps it into the zone. Deli sends it over to Reve. Reve loses it over to Kelly. That is Jim Kelly, of course. And I have some guys still talking into my ear behind me as Hunt takes the puck, sends it over to the Devin Henry on the other side on the wing. As Devin Henry tries to keep it in, but Brendan Morrison, I'm sorry, that's not Brendan Morrison, that's actually Kevin Morrison, as I'm thinking about Vancouver, as Kenny Hunt intercepts the puck. Kenny Hunt breaking into the zone, takes a shot, and it goes wide as Battaglia deflects it off to the side.
That was bouncing all over the place. I thought for sure that was headed toward the back of the twine.
As now Reve fights for the puck, sends it deep. Devin Henry can't get over to the sidewall, so looks like Pat Shearer will have to play defense. As it comes up to number 5, who is some maestro guy. I can't recall his name. It's Chayo Mastro. But anyway, it comes out of the zone. Devin Henry with a nice poke check there as it comes out to neutral ice. Reniers dumps it into the zone. Reniers reminds me of some veneers as it goes over to Claire. Claire sounds like a chocolate, Eclair, but he falls onto the ice, and now he becomes spoiled goods. As it goes over to Gaines. Gaines fighting hard along the boards. He gets it out eventually. Is Shockey putting on great pressure. Karamak slashing down on Stefanski, but no call. As now Demizio puts it in. It's Reve tries to complete his check there. Robert Kelly setting it up for Marty. Marty sending it over to Gaines. Gaines loses it. Morrison puts it back behind the Mercyhurst net. As it goes over to Demizio, who fights off Warren, but Warren will fight him off just the same. As it goes over to Shearer, Shearer sends it up over to Stefanski. Stefanski can't get it out as he's tied up there, but Stefanski's still fighting hard for it. And now, get some punishment from Pat Shearer, who's out of position. David Gaines going down to play defense. Wraparound shot by Demizio, can't get it on net. As now Schottky fighting hard with it against Shearer. Shearer chasing his man around. Shot goes wide off of blocker of Kelly. And now it'll be ice down the ice with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third period. A lot of offense being poured out here by Niagara. I'm getting a little bit nervous as we're tied right now, 3-3, back and forth.
As icing is never really a great thing, that was the right thing to do there. There was so much pressure on the Mercyhurst zone right there. They just needed a break. They didn't stop, regroup just a little bit.
As noted, Mercyhurst has not had the lead at all in this game at all, coming back from 1-goal deficits. As now we have DiMatteo fighting hard down low. DiMatteo tries to send over to Finelli, but he keeps on trucking there with Gannon Carr. Now the puck was scored out front. Oh, and the shot almost got away, but fumbled there by the defense. But DiMatteo still turns, takes a shot, and it's deflected wide by Kelly. Gannon Carr goes head-to-head there with number 24, Gleason, as it comes out of the zone. Dumped back in. Niagara tags up. Gannon Carr takes it from Robert Kelly behind the net. 4:20 left in the third period. Over to Lizik. Lizik goes back over to Zola. His name was Zola, and he was not a showgirl, as he is out there with the defensive pairing of, I believe that's Atabakian.
I think I see a yellow ribbon in his hair, though.
Quite possibly. As Odell breaks it out of the zone. Odell 3-on-3. Odell pushing up from his defense, keeps it going, throws it up to Lizik. Lizik can't connect. Oh, and Battaglia will cover it up. 3:50 left here in the third period as we're all tied up at 3.
See, that is definitely a big play right there. Whether or not it was a goal, whether or not it was even a good save, it's an enemy territory, and for once Niagara has to say, oh, they're in our zone this time.
It should be noted that they are playing without their regular number 7, Donnie Baxter, who is on the defense usually. He's got 5 assists on many of their goals. So Marty loses control of the puck. Oh, and Jim Kelly can't steal the ball and run with it. But now we'll have ourselves a penalty, as now we have a hooking call coming up to Chris Martin. Once again, Chris Martin is going to the box. The last time he was in the box, Niagara had a power play goal. This is a dangerous time to get a penalty with 3:45 left in the third period.
That was still the right thing to do. He had a 2-on-0 coming up there. I would rather take the 2 minutes and at least hope my defense, my special teams can hold on to it.
Are you sure they wouldn't have gone offside like Matt Warren and Steve Stepanian did earlier?
I don't think so. Crazy things happen. I wouldn't chance it.
Well, once again, the Lakers will go shorthanded here for the next 2 minutes. Gannon Carr taking the puck, shooting it down very easily, but it goes off to the defense.
Number 21, Martin, 2 minutes for hooking. Martin, 2 for hooking.
As now, that's Morrison. Morrison breaking into the zone. Morrison takes a shot, goes wide. Trying to get that glove corner, can't do so as it hits the glass. And Schottky takes a shot and it goes wide as well. None of these shots are getting on net, so no good quality shots from Niagara just yet. As now the puck's buried along the boards by Demizio. Back to Schottky. Schottky throwing it back to the point to Reniers. Reniers taking a look, gives it back over to Schottky. Schottky trying to bury it down. Karamak will take it. And it squirts out front and almost in, as nobody knew where that was. And Reniers will miss the clearing attempt, and the Lakers will get it out of the zone. Battaglia coming up high as there's 3 minutes left in the third period. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on Chris Martin's penalty. Mike Miranda easily clears it over the head of Morrison and back down to Battaglia as we have a game of ping pong going on between the purple and the white. As the puck moves up the neutral zone over to Schottky. Schottky trying to weasel his way around Camlin. Gets around him, comes in, takes a shot. Pad saved by Kelly. As the puck bobbles up to Morrison. Morrison takes a shot. Backhand. Oh, and Kelly does not know where it is, but he will somehow find it. 2:32 left in the third. 47 seconds left on a shorthanded opportunity. Well, not really opportunity, but disadvantage more or less. As power play for Niagara has been kind of hot all this season, but tonight they only bagged 1.
Well, hey, as long as we have some strong goaltending back there, it's not going to matter. So it's a good thing.
As now they try to work it up front. Oh, and it almost goes off the skate of Pat Shearer. Robert Kelly trying to cover it up, and he does so as it squirts free. And we have a little scrum in front of the net. Now we have a Niagara player. Oh, and his helmet popped up. And it looks like he needs a haircut. And it looks like that's number 5, Child Mastro. Robert Kelly's helmet's off as well.
Castro over there caused a revolution in Cuba with that one. We'll just sit and listen to the bagpipes.
We have some great fans here as Child Maestro and Mike Miranda go off the ice. There's a 4-on-3 power play here now for Niagara. This could be very, very dangerous. 2 minutes of 4-on-3 or 4-on-4 hockey after the 39 seconds on Martin's penalty runs out. Mathematically, there's only 24 seconds left of 5-on-5 hockey during regulation.
I was scared. I thought for a second there they said 5 minutes, so we'll have to find out. No, they're not going to punch them up on the clock.
Apparently they're not going to have anything up there. They're not going to have any of those penalties go up on the clock. As now it's kept in there by Dornan. Dornan sends it over to Zola. Zola keeping it down low. And now Zola trying to take a shot. Goes off their side. Takes a shot. Oh, Kelly just steers it aside. Now Camlin controlling the puck. Tries to shoot it out, but Dornan's there to greet it as it's almost about to exit the zone. And now a great pinch there by Odell. Odell staying on his man, but Matt Warren comes across. Can he squeeze through 2 guys to get a short-handed goal? Probably not, as he just kind of manangles it through. But now, here comes Schottky. Schottky breaking over the line. Schottky comes in, takes a shot. Oh, goes high and wide. As Kelly possibly got an arm on it. 1:44 left here. 5-on-5 hockey. Over to Martin. Martin comes over, takes a shot. Oh, no blocker save there by Battaglia. Backhand by Warren. Pad save as the puck's still loose in front of the net as I have some guy in front of me. And it goes out of the zone, off the stick of Gannon Carr, over to Odell. Odell shoots it into the zone, delayed offsides. The Lakers tag up. Matt Warren, Camlin going out for a change. 1 minute and 21 seconds left. Here comes Gaines, putting out some good pressure. Karamak throws it in. Easy glove save by Kelly. Kelly holds onto it as the pressure comes on from Niagara. 1:13 left here in the third period. We are all tied up at 3. As number 5, Child Mastro, really loves this crowd.
Yeah, crowd's calling for a fight. No, I love it. Old-time hockey putting on the foil.
I wouldn't advocate for old-time hockey being 3-3 though with 1:13 left. I'd be a little careful about that.
Oh yeah, big momentum swing.
Odell clears it out there. So we got some of our tough guys out there, such as Charlie Reve and also Stefanski, who lays out Finelli into the boards. Finelli trying to bop it back, goes airborne as it's pushed ahead there with the glove by Morrison. Marty passed it over to Odell. There's 1 minute left here in the third period. Odell trying to take out his man as the puck gets steered aside by Kelly. Puck still in the corner. Being fought hard there by Gaines, but he'll lose it. And a shot from Diamatteo goes on net, but it goes wide. Spinelli sends it back over to number 15, who is Rainiers, who puts it down to the corner as it comes around the horn over to Morrison. Morrison puts it back in. Shot right on. Saved by Kelly. Still poking at it. Kelly jumps out and makes a save. Real easy save as there's a lot of traffic. And now we have bodies pressed up against the boards. Reve and Martin are sending a message over to, I believe, that's DiMatteo.
The Kelly one making that save and the echoes of a young Peter Sidorkowicz.
I'm sorry, did you say Marc-Andre Fleury or Peter Samadaba?
Peter Sidorkowicz.
Peter Screwdrill?
No, the old Hartford Whalers out there.
God help me if I ever know that name ever again.
As now, avoid talking about the Otters coaching staff.
We have Schottky going in for the draw against Hunt. This is going to be interesting as there's 25 seconds left. Can't take any chances. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, as the crowd says, as there's some hockey left here in regulation as Hunt loses the draw. Karamak keeping it along the boards as it goes back to Morrison. Morrison sends it down low, and oh, Gannon Carr will shoot up front. Here comes the shot, and oh, that goes wide. 13 seconds left in regulation. We're down to 10 as the puck goes over The shot coming from the point. Can't tell who that was, but here comes the shot. Oh, almost blinded there by the light. Racked up like a, I don't want to know. But here we go. Car goes into the boards as Demizio takes out a check. And that'll do it for the third period. We are going to overtime. And Mike Miranda is egging on Chio Mastro. We'll be back here to see if that carries over. We're going to stay here as we have a short intermission. We're just going to talk about what's going on here as we will continue rolling here. A lot to talk about in this third period. A lot of offense, a lot of catch-up hockey being played by Mercyhurst. Once again, seeing the power play come through as Chris Martin's rocket shot from the point. Great work ethic by the defense today all around. Usually we'll see higher scoring games because of defense breakdowns. What do you think about the defense today, buddy?
The defense is doing what they have to do. They're bending, but they're not breaking. Really so far, except for maybe one instance. There's a little leak right there, on that second goal. Still, they have done a pretty darn good job out there, and it's most appreciated. The Lakers are tied up against the 15th ranked team in the nation.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
This team is good by everyone's standards, and we're hanging right with them.
From what I see right now, being tied 3-3 at the end of regulation, this deserves respect.
Oh, indeed.
That's what this game's all about nationally, but also it's a grudge match as a rivalry between these two top-tier teams in the Eastern Collegiate Hockey League as we have the bagpipes going, buddy.
And right now, Mercyhurst has a bit of a Rodney Dangerfield kind of thing going. I get no respect. Here's where they have to come out and they have to win it. They have to win this game and win respect with it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, we have a 5-minute overtime. And then we go to a shootout, right? There are no ties in the ACHA.
Right, there is no ties. Somebody has to win this game. Somebody will walk out of here with an overtime lost point. So, who's going to get the 2 points here? We'll have to wait and see. As we are just 40 seconds away from the drop of the puck for overtime, as the excitement builds here at the Mercyhurst Ice Center. As you're tuning in just now, this game is tied 3-3. Both these teams are 3-0 in league play. And Niagara has been on fire this year, being 10-1, losing their only game against University of Central Oklahoma. The Lakers, of course, coming off a very, very tough loss last weekend against Washington and Jefferson, 8-4. But this does not look like the same team by any means.
No, it doesn't. This team has come together and really played it. I do.
Once again, this is David Stearns here with John Baranowski as we're just about ready to get the overtime underway as we have our game tied here 3-3. Niagara University Purple Eagles visiting the Mercyhurst Lakers.
And we're waiting for something. Something's going on here.
I'm not exactly sure. Here we go. Face-off won by Kenny Hunt, who throws it back over to the Niagara defense. Morrison sends it over to his defensive partner, who I believe is Kelly. It's now Warren, takes it back, gives it over to Odell. Odell over to Carr. Still working in the Lakers zone. Carr looks up, gives it over to Odell. Odell sends it over to Warren. Warren breaking up the line, takes a shot. Oh, and it goes high and wide on the glass. Warren curls around, takes a shot, and it looks like Mike Battaglia will cover this one up. Definitely being outshot in this contest so far, as Niagara has 44 shots thus far. As now Shopke takes control of the puck, tries to get it over to Demizio, goes a little too far. I don't know why that was not called an icing, as Kelly sends it around the boards to Odell. Deli trying to control it. Demizio looked like he was going to put a little more pressure on there, and Deli got a little bit scared. Sends it over to Hunt. Hunt taking a look. Warren breaking up mid-ice. Oh, and it gets turned over there. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Gannon Carr stepping up, dumps it in. Goes right back to the defense of Niagara. Morrison breaking up. Morrison takes a shot, blind shot, goes right on. Robert Kelly makes the easy save. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the overtime frame. We are tied up at 3 apiece.
It's so far a phenomenal game. Boy, overtime still pretty much speaks for itself. But this has been a really, really good game of hockey. This is what the Lakers should have been playing all year long.
And now we have the crowd owing something. I don't know what they're owing, but oh my. Here comes a shot from Niagara from the point, goes wide. Kelly tries to throw it up front, but he can't do so as Miranda steps in the corner with Chio Mastro attacking, but it comes out of the zone. Has this dumped back in by Dornan. Dornan turns it over to Miranda. Miranda sends it back over to Marty. Marty coming out of the zone. Sends it up, gives it over to Stepanian. Stepanian tries to break it in, but he can't do so as Camlin and Miranda push pressure on the puck as they dump it into the Niagara zone. Battaglia leaves it off there for Morrison. I'm sorry, that's actually Zola, but regardless, it'll go over to Chayo Mastro. Chayo Mastro coming in, takes a shot, goes wide. Well, actually, Kelly steered that one aside. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the extra frame as Jim Kelly gets wrecked by Mike Miranda. But now, Zola gets wrecked by Blake Camlin as Camlin has the puck and throws it up ice, as now we'll have ourselves an icing with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in the overtime frame.
Camlin just got a warning from the official. He's arguing that one, but he's going to have to watch his back after this.
Well, it looks like it was a mistaken deflection that was not called off the puck that was thrown down ice. That puck was actually deflected. There should have been no icing, but why are they having it outside the zone when it should actually be at center ice? That is what I'm trying to understand here. If it's a mistaken icing call, it has to go to center ice. That is according to the rules. Why isn't it going to center ice? I'll keep on asking the question, but of course I'll get no answers.
Of course not. I don't get it.
Morrison loses it over to Odell. Odell gives it over to Warren. Warren, wow, he goes airborne and beats out Morrison, but he knocks him over as the fans are more concerned about the music choice instead of the game. As it comes up ice, turned over to Mercyhurst. Here comes Getting Carr, sending it over to Odell. Odell getting pressured by DeMizio as he goes over to Gaines. Gaines dumps it high and inside the Purple Eagle zone. 2:36 left here in the overtime period as the fans are chanting the final countdown, a famous song from the 80s, which was not in the Rocky movies.
Yeah, it was by
Contrary
Europe.
to popular belief, as DeMizio gets stripped out. Will we have a penalty shot? Let's hope not, as now the Lakers will go shorthanded with 2:23 left here in the overtime frame.
A penalty shot in overtime? That's like a tiger in Africa?
It ain't happening.
Well, we will have someone going to the box, though.
Now we have some vulgar fans here. We apologize for that, fans, as Getting Carr goes to the box for tripping. 4-on-3 hockey for the next 2 minutes. This could work out to the Lakers' advantage if they just ice the puck constantly, and we can go into a shootout where I think that Robert Kelly might be a stronger goaltender.
Anytime it's not in the Mercyhurst zone is a good time as Niagara will take a timeout. I'm going to announce the PA, and I'll be right back.
All right. As John Baranowski goes to announce a timeout to Niagara, as they come up with some sort of formulation of play. And I guess Getting Carr got called for tripping. As the fans are getting into it, as there's a little bit of a silence, and yet there is no music. As the fans are holding up some sort of gang sign, I don't know what it is. Yes, and looks like they have some challenges. You gotta be careful with these kids and these gang signs. You never know. Yes, everybody look up on YouTube. White chicks throwing gang signs.
White chicks and gang signs. Gang signs. 2:23 remaining in the overtime period. All netted up at 3. Lakers will be down a man for the next 2 minutes.
Let's go, Kelly!
As the fans cheer on Robert Kelly, we going for the faceoff. It's Matt Warren. Matt Warren wins that draw back over to Odell. Odell curring behind Kelly. Odell uses the high glass, tries to get it out, but it's stopped there by Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly looking, takes a shot, goes into net, deflected wide into the mesh behind number 19, which is Carmack, who got the deflection in.
I can't believe it. Absolutely can't believe it.
As the Lakers lose this one in overtime with a score of 4-3.
With an absolutely disgraceful display by Niagara. They're definitely bragging to the crowd. It's not appreciated right now.
All right, well, we're going to cut away now, and we are going to see you here for the post-game show right after this. All right, everybody, we're here with the post-game show after a disappointing overtime loss, and it ended just the way I thought it would, with a power play goal to Niagara University. But you know what? There is a positive to take from this game.
Oh, plenty.
Because we went to overtime with a ranked team at number 15 in the entire nation. We are not even ranked, folks. We have got respect from the national perspective of things now. But then again, how it ended, how did you feel?
How is one supposed to feel? Just rip my heart out and just stab it to the table, you know? It's rough. It really is. We went toe-to-toe with such a phenomenal team, and we came up a little short at the end. You know, I can't say it's anyone's fault because it really wasn't. It was just one of those shots with one of those deflections, and you just couldn't save it.
The thing that really discouraged me was the fact that the Mercyhurst Lakers did not have a single lead in this game at all.
That was discouraging, but it's not going to show up on the stat sheet as such. So.
Of course. But just going toe-to-toe with a big team like this, I think the Lakers did a phenomenal job. Regardless of their reaction to how they did in this game, I hope that it's a positive one, actually, because I saw the negative disappointment come out immediately from the benches, or from the bench, rather. And Robert Kelly, of course, being upset, throwing his stick against the netting and also throwing his helmet against the bench.
But
Rob,
who won in that situation?
You had a great game. Robert, you had a great game.
Indeed.
Lakers, you guys all had a great game. You guys did something that most other teams cannot do against this Niagara team.
This team's 11-1.
You took them to overtime. And you fought hard all the way through. I think overall, we saw great play out of everybody out there, especially from the defense. From the defense.
For the first time, the defense really showed up and really played, and it's appreciated.
I think this was one of the lowest scoring games we've had thus far in the season.
Indeed it was.
So there's a lot we can learn from this game and a lot that they could take into the next weekend, or into the next game tomorrow against the University of Buffalo. Buffalo.
You slipped up on your hometown there. That's not necessarily a good thing.
Oh, I almost swallowed my own tie. Anyway.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of positives coming out of this.
Sorry.
It's a little rough. Coming out of this, obviously, I mean, a loss is a loss. It hurts. But this was, of all the losses to have, not too shabby.
Right.
And, you know, I dare. Robert Kelly should be the starting goaltender from here on out. He's playing absolutely phenomenally. You saw the onslaught from that team. There were 44 shots in regulation by Niagara. Wow. I mean, geez, he came out saving 41 shots. That's saying an awful lot, and that's better than what we've seen so far from the rest of the team.
Well, I'll tell you this. Tomorrow, the team that we're going up against, the University of Buffalo, their record is not so good. We're kind of playing it off to the players that they are good, but of course, any team is good at this point, especially with the inconsistency as far as what's going on in the ECHL.
It can go any way, anytime.
In our division, there's a lot of things shifting around. I mean, Rochester has a better goalie this year, though it didn't show in the last game that we played against them. But just all around, UB could be a surprise team against us, whereas we've seen a surprise team like Washington and Jefferson come in and roll us. We saw Youngstown State come in and roll us. And John Carroll is on fire. Have you been watching what they've been doing?
Indeed, it's crazy. The things
that CHMA is just going nuts right now with John Carroll. They're probably going to be in the higher rankings, probably above Niagara, the way they've been rolling through ever since they beat us the day before Youngstown State. But what I think now is the momentum from this game will be carried on to tomorrow against University of Buffalo.
Here's hoping. You know, the players can't take this as an overtime loss. They have to take this as we got to an overtime loss. There's a big difference in those two things, and that's going to be the difference, and we're going to see it tomorrow.
We took a point away from a giant, and we need to continue to do that as we see them again in 2 months in January in Niagara University territory up there on their campus at Dwyer Arena. And tomorrow, we just got to see how our other unknown opponent that we have not seen this year, it's University of Buffalo, and we also have to see another undefeated ECHL team. That is Robert Morris University. They have one game at hand. They are 2-0 in ECHL play. But let's just say this much right now. The Lakers look very strong, especially going after a powerhouse team like Niagara. I can't say that enough.
If they can keep this up, especially, there's going to be some great things coming. All right, well, I guess this will wrap it up. We're coming to the end of this.
Yes.
Watch us on Hearst TV. I believe the next thing will be played tomorrow, since most people won't be here Thursday. If you don't see it, oh, well, it'll be played again, I'm sure, after the break.
We'll play it after, you guys get back from your turkey dinners and all that. So enjoy your Thanksgiving, everybody.
Safe travels.
Safe travels, and God bless. And we will see you here at the rink tomorrow. Well, actually, not tomorrow, as you've said. But remember, guys, the first weekend back, we will not have games. But the following weekend, we will. We will come down to the last stretch of our 5 home games remaining in the season. So be here or just watch it on Hearst TV. I'm David Stearns.
And I'm John Baranowski.
Take care, everybody.